I welcome everybody to the MJ Morning Show here at 6 o'clock on WRBQ, HD1 Tampa, Beasley Media Group Station. I'm MJ with another hour of Tampa Bay's hits of the 80s, 90s, and more. I missed the legal ID. I missed the recorded legal ID, you know, and I had to do that so we didn't get in trouble with the FCC, but I don't think anyone monitors that.
Do they really listen for that?
No, I mean, everyone used to be scared of the FCC, and, you know, now it's, you know, kind of like it seems like a shell when it comes to, like, radio and TV enforcement these days. I don't know.
Are they a bigger fish to fry?
Yeah. What kind of fish is that,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who are they after?
I don't know who the hell they're after. They're certainly not after pirate radio stations that broadcast illegally on frequencies. That's something they should worry about. FCC, you know, they used to, in like big markets, they used to have trucks and they used to drive around like secret trucks and monitor like illegal radio signals. I mean, yeah, that's a different time these days. I think you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want. I mean, you can put a 40,000 watt transmitter in your garage and I don't think the FCC will bother you. Well,
maybe.
Which I kind of find problematic, you know. Welcome, folks. It is the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And, of course, the buzz is on. People already buzzing big time about the big money haul. It's the huge $40,000 MJ Morning Show money heist. And it starts on Monday morning at 6 a.m. Great follow-up to the Cash Kitty. So Monday morning, 6 a.m. hour. Right here, we give away the first $1,000, and then 7, 8, 9 o'clock hours, another 1,000. This is all local. This is all MJ Morning Show listeners. I'll have every winner on the air. We'll take the phone call to give away the $1,000. You'll hear who it is, where they're from, the whole shebang. So just start listening to us 6 a.m. Monday morning, because all week long we're giving away $1,000 every hour, every day, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock hours, $4,000 a day. It's $20,000 a week. And then we'll do it the following week. So week number 1 is brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits, locations all over the Tampa Bay area. That's where you want to buy your wine, your fine spirits, everything. Great operation. So Lucan's sponsoring our first week, and then the second week is Stacy Kemp and the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. $40,000. Very excited about this. Couple of observations. The junk trailer is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, it was there yesterday morning because Julian, my son, who came in with me, said, "Oh, Dad, that's the junk trailer you're talking about on the show." Yes, it was. And getting onto the Howard Franklin Bridge southbound early this morning, getting on the bridge southbound, heading toward Pinellas from Hillsborough. Over off on the right there, just as you're getting onto the bridge, there was this like abandoned junk trailer. It was like a piece of crap trailer. It was loaded with all kinds of construction debris, and now it's gone. And what I find humorous about that is that they had a tire or axle problem, and they just abandoned the thing. They're like, "Oh, man, the trailer's crap. We're hauling crap. Let's just unscrew our license plate and just walk away."
You wouldn't have done the same thing?
That's exactly what they did.
I agree with these guys. You have a broken axle on an interstate, you're going to trash the trailer anyway?
Dude, you're the biggest violator of illegal dumping in the Tampa Bay area. Fester has admittedly dumped tons of trash behind Big Lots.
Amongst other places.
Because I remember one morning, this is years ago, this is back, I think, during the original MJ Morning Show. Did you come in one morning or you made some kind of mention that the best place that you dump your unwanted, like furniture, mattresses,
anything,
is behind a Big Lots location? Didn't you used to dump stuff behind the Big Lots at Britain Plaza?
That was one of my locations.
Did that one close yet? Is that done? Is it over? Because remember, there was a story that Big Lots was closing down.
Yeah, I don't frequent
And
Britain
part
Plaza.
of it was tons of like shoplifting and stuff. They were getting robbed blind over there with shoplifters.
Chinese restaurants are another good place to drop off couches.
Why is that?
That's so wrong.
Yeah,
That's arbitrary.
Why is that?
because they always have an open dumpster kind of near their back door, and there's a Chinese restaurant in almost every plaza.
Well, hold on. Why do Chinese restaurants have open dumpsters?
Because during the day,
Yeah.
they get rid of their trash.
Why not a like what are the fried things? The
Wontons?
the Cuban
empanadas?
empanada.
Just-
Why not an empanada place with an open dumpster? Why a Chinese place?
Per capita, I bet you per capita,
Yeah.
in this town we have 10-1 Chinese restaurants and empanada restaurants.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
China One, China Wok, China King.
China King, China Jewel, Jewel of China, you name it. Every plaza has a Chinese restaurant.
It's true.
Yeah.
Go walk yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good name for a go walk yourself.
It's probably already taken.
Probably
But,
is.
but yeah.
Hey, go to Google, type that in quickly. See if there's a go walk yourself.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go walk yourself. Can you spell yourself properly?
Go walk yourself.
Yeah. I don't see any locations for go walk yourself.
Hurry, buy the domain.
I do like that though. Anyway, so the junk trailer's gone. However, the boat is still on 4th Street. And I even checked back at my pictures when Fester was driving me in one morning. This is back in April. Fester was driving me in. I said, whoa, look at that. So, there's a boat. Somebody dumped like a 22-foot boat, just a hull, a carcass. And it's on 4th Street, just as you get off the Howard Franklin, the new 4th Street. So you're southbound, you get off, and then right when you get across the overpass, look to the right, and there's this big white boat that they took all the registration stickers off of it, and they just dumped the freaking boat. And I want to see how long that takes to get removed, because there was an abandoned boat on the Redneck Riviera on Gandy on the St. Pete side. That sat there for almost a year before that was taken away. And I did look back at my Instagram photo that I took in the middle of the boat because we stopped. And Fester took a picture of me standing in the boat. That was April 19th. So we're coming up on, it'll be a month. It'll be in 10 days, it'll be a month that boat has been sitting there. So it's kind of a little game, a little fun game. Hey, Froggy, fun game.
Sure,
game.
I love a fun game.
Yeah, fun game to see how long that boat actually stays. Now, guys, I have a revelation to make. You guys didn't even know it.
How would we know?
Well, I'm about to tell you because it was in the studio yesterday.
Mm.
There was something in the studio yesterday, and it was right under your noses, Roxanne, Fester, Froggy, Andrew, the producer. It was right under your noses, and nobody knew. Oh, Andrew's doing a signal right now. Don't look at him. Andrew knows. And tough to get stuff by Andrew, the producer. But you guys had no idea. There was something in the studio yesterday.
Not that hard to get something by him.
Just out of curiosity, if you guys can guess what it was, because you didn't say anything. It was something abnormal and out of the ordinary in the studio yesterday. And I'm not talking about Julian,
Right.
but Julian was here with me because he helped me bring it into the studio yesterday. And you guys are either blind or have the worst observational skills of any human on the planet.
I think it's choice B.
Worst observational
Yes.
skills of any humans on the planet?
No keen
All right.
observational skills. Here.
Oh, boy, you're getting all husky again. Look at that.
She's not
Husky.
blind.
Yeah, you
No.
got. Were you out drinking whiskey again
Yeah.
last night?
A lot of whiskey last night.
When you put the kids to sleep at 8, do you go out and start bar hopping? That's what Roxanne does. All right, 6:09 at the MJ Morning Show. A busy Monday. Monday.
Monday.
The hell am I-
Thursday.
Were you out drinking last night?
No.
I think I saw you at the whiskey bar.
You put Julie to bed at 8 o'clock and you and Michelle go boozing it up?
A busy Thursday morning here on the MJ Morning Show. It's getting rolling. 6:09. Traffic's on. Let's grab Pat. MJ Morning Show back in moments. Whitney Houston, the late, great Whitney Houston. 6:21, Thursday morning, Cash Kitty on the way at 8 o'clock. The Cash Kitty will make the first appearance, kind of like when you make first appearance after you get arrested and you're in the drunk tank all night, or, you got arrested overnight for street racing, first appearance in the morning. Yep, Whitney Houston, first appearance on the MJ Morning Show. All right, 6:21, Cash Kitty and Whitney Houston, first appearance. So Cash Kitty hits at 8 a.m. So we'll have the word for you. You text it, you put it on the website, the app, and you could win $1,000, 8 a.m., then 10 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. So the Cash Kitty this week. And then on Monday, it's the MJ $40,000 money heist. $1,000 every single hour, every day next week. Brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits. And then the following week, another $20,000. Total of $40,000 we're giving away. And week 2 brought to you by the Kemp Law Group. Hey, Andrew, did you put the Cybertruck audio back? Andrew, when did page 13? When did you put the Cybertruck audio? I never got to this. I'm like, you know what? I saw it again yesterday somewhere. I'm like, man, you know what? We got to get to this. Because first of all, I've got total disdain for that Cybertruck. I hate the thing. There are not many vehicles that make me angry. But the Cybertruck makes me angry because it looks like a joke on wheels. Mm-hmm. It's like, and who's buying this stuff? Well, I'll tell you what, someone in my neighborhood just did. I saw a Cybertruck in my neighborhood in a driveway. I'm like, oops.
Yeah, I've been seeing more and more of them.
Yeah. Well, aren't they?
I saw one so far, and it was blue.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Guys, hold on. What do you mean? It was wrapped.
They're wrapping them.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they're silver. It looks like stainless steel.
I saw
this one was blue.
It looks like a Whirlpool stainless steel refrigerator. Looks like a GE monogram refrigerator.
Right, yeah. The Maytag man's sitting underneath it waiting to fix it.
So
I saw one online that was lowered and totally blacked out.
Yeah.
And it looked like a lowered, blacked out Cybertruck.
But there's the big recall. They're recalling like 6,000 or 7,000 of these things.
They recall every brand.
Because something with the gas pedal or something, or the brake pedal.
The car drives itself. It doesn't need a brake pedal.
Okay. Yeah, that's worked out well in many instances. So the Cybertruck, Andrew, when did you have this audio up originally this week that I did? When was it? So open your microphone. You're a producer. You can talk on the air.
Monday.
All right. So we had this audio Monday. I just never got around to it. And it's it's not like it's timely breaking news. It's not like, today I talk about the earthquake in Taiwan, a month ago. This is, I could be a couple of days late on this. But I just thought this was interesting, and especially since I'm now seeing a Cybertruck in my neighborhood. This dude on YouTube. All right, let me just read the headline. YouTuber uses finger to test Cybertruck trunk sensor, and it doesn't go well.
Oh God, what did it do? Knock him out?
Well, he used his finger. The deal is apparently if you have your finger in the way of the closing hatch on the Cybertruck, the sensor is supposed to determine that there is an object, in this case, a body part, a finger in the way, and it's supposed to not close on your finger. So this guy with a Cybertruck tests out the sensor to make sure that the Cybertruck lid, or whatever you call this damn thing, will not close on his finger. And, well, here's the test.
With just a software update, the Tesla Cybertruck Frunk is way safer. We witnessed it destroy a ton of vegetables, and then post-update did nothing. But it did cut off the tip of a carrot. So people are concerned, if you put the tip of your finger in a Cybertruck Frunk, is this going to come off as well? Well, we're going to try it.
It's a frunk. I guess a lid is not a proper automotive term.
Well, it's the front trunk.
The front trunk is called a frunk. Does it say that in the? Because you guys have a Tesla. You guys have a Model Y. Does that have a frunk?
Well, with that tone, you can go frunk yourself. Yeah, it has a frunk.
Do you put your junk in the frunk?
I do.
Fester's purchase of the Tesla also makes me angry. I'm just not a Tesla fan. I'm not an Elon Musk fan at all.
I'm sorry. I didn't buy one of the cars that you like.
All right, so you ready for the rest of the audio on the finger sensor frunk test? all frunked up, I'll tell you that.
Post update did nothing, but it did cut off the tip of a carrot.
All right.
So people are concerned if you put the tip of your finger in a Cybertruck frunk,
I think we already
is this
heard
going to
this.
come off as well? Well, we're going to try it.
Right.
Let's try something a little bit bigger first, like
Okay.
my arm.
Oh, arm.
Very easy. It put
Okay.
a little bit of pressure, nothing too bad. How about my hand? That's getting a little bit scarier. It put some pressure. There's a line on it. Nothing too bad.
All right, so he's putting his body parts in the way of the Cybertruck front trunk, the frunk, and I guess it's being lowered. Is it electric? Or
Yeah.
is it so it's lowering, and it hit his arm, and then it stopped. Then he put his hand there, and he had a line on his hand, but it didn't like chop his hand off, like with a cleaver. And then, let's see what happens when he puts his finger in the way of the closing Cybertruck front trunk.
Everybody's been waiting for this. The finger. Without further ado, I feared for my finger for a second, not gonna lie. That's kind of bad, and you can see my finger is shaking. It kind of locked down on it, and I was a little bit freaked out because I didn't know how to open it up. I was kind of trapped.
All right, so
Did he lose his finger?
no,
Then this is fake news.
but no,
Okay,
it closed on his finger, and it totally closed. Apparently, he was
And
in pain, but
then it released.
well, I don't know. But
he didn't say it kept my finger. This is fake news from a Tesla hater. I'm talking about you.
It grabbed the guy's finger really, really well. It jammed his finger underneath the closing front trunk. It's not fake news.
This is
However,
this is a very anticlimactic segment.
no. Well, first of all, be an anticlimactic.
Both.
All right, you got to put a C in there. But here's the deal.
I gotta see.
He should have screamed like bloody murder. He should have screamed. All right, can we recreate this? All right, Froggy, I want you to be the screamer. All right, so
okay.
all right, so let's play the audio again. And why'd this guy sound so calm as his
Because
finger,
it wasn't a traumatic experience.
Yeah,
he didn't lose the
it
finger.
grabbed his finger.
The car actually did what
That
it's
kid
supposed
doesn't know how to
to.
make a video.
This guy needs to know how to hype things up, because if the Cybertruck's frunk closes on your freaking finger, you got to make that known here.
Everybody's been waiting for this. The finger. Without further ado,
Holy shit!
Dude, you can't say that.
Well, that's what I would say if I closed it on my finger. You asking me what I would do?
I had to dump you.
I smashed my finger just so I could be realistic.
I had to dump you.
All right, have somebody else do the L.
Well, hold on a minute. That means that I don't think anyone even heard the scream because I had to dump you.
Oh my God! You
All
got to
right,
go back to the video, people.
I don't want to do the scream.
Oh,
then.
man.
Bester, you do it.
No, I'm
Froggy.
not.
I don't want to do it because if I do it, I might say the opposite of frunking.
All right. Froggy just screamed and then said, holy
Well, if I'm about to chop off my finger, what do you want me to say? Ouchie?
Yeah, that's really some method acting
No,
right there.
Thank you.
Oh my God, my finger! Oh my! I mean,
Heavens, no, not my finger.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Oh,
my finger.
I lost my finger even.
Don't curse.
Sorry.
Don't. All right, one more time. Here we go.
No. Somebody else do
You're the
it.
yeller.
Froggy, you're gonna be fine. All right, here we go. One more time, and the delay's not built back up, so you better watch your butt. All right, here we go.
everybody's been waiting for this. The finger. Without further ado,
Ouchie, my finger. What shall I do?
All right, now you being a wise ass.
Whatever should I do? My finger is perfectly fine.
Fiddlesticks.
I need you to scream bloody murder that the Cybertruck trunk frunk.
I can't do it.
What do you mean you can't do it?
I'm not a good actor.
He's not an actor.
Roxanne, you do it. Give it a woman's scream.
Roxanne is not good at ad-libbing stuff.
What?
Like,
Are you kidding me?
Like this.
Roxanne's the
are
best.
you-
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's
prove him
all right,
wrong.
Let's go.
Okay.
Prove him wrong.
Let's go. Prove
Let's go,
me wrong.
Rox. Show him.
Call me wrong. Here we go.
Standing up.
Here we go.
everybody's been waiting for this. The finger. Without further ado,
God, my mother.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
My point has been proven.
See, that was good.
That was realistic.
No.
I've never seen MJ proven more correctly, more quickly than
Yes,
that.
you've proved me
That's
correctly.
what I would do if I really hurt
No,
myself because it's like you.
No,
take it in
all
because
right.
we're tougher than you
All right,
guys.
so, Fester, since you are a Tesla owner, will you participate? I got a feeling.
Fester could do
I
it.
recuse.
Go ahead, Bester.
No, you
Show us
can't
your stuff.
recuse.
If a BMW chopped some guy's finger off, you would be like, oh, let me reenact this.
You can't recuse.
I
Come
recuse.
on. All right, Fester, come on. Do it. All right, here we go.
I'm not
Here we
doing
go.
it.
Here.
Everybody's been waiting for this, the finger. Without further ado,
Everybody's been waiting for this, my finger, without further ado. Oh, Elon. Oh, look at this video. I
Harder.
made.
Harder, Elon.
Look at this
Harder.
clickbait.
Don't put your
Harder.
finger in my vehicles.
Listen, Elon, I made this clickbait Cybertruck video. Oh, it hurt me so bad.
man.
It's good.
This whole segment sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
This
It really
sucks.
does.
Elon, my
You
frunk
guys
is...
have ruined my segment.
No, you
Ouchie.
ruined it.
My frunk belongs to you, Elon. You and my trunk.
And Froggy is not broken into Elon really effectively yet.
Yes, I have. I'm not here yet. Put your finger in my
I'm just-
card.
this is so fake. I mean, this guy's. Oh my goodness! It snapped. It's.
You fell for this,
Yeah,
huh?
this is a moron experiment.
Clickbait.
This guy's a tool bag.
I thought it was gonna be like the kid who had his girlfriend shoot through a book
All right,
at his stomach, and then that went horrible.
6:32. You know what? I've had it with you guys.
No.
All right, 6:30. You ruined my segment. 6:32, and your ad-libbing was awful, Roxanne.
And and your segment was awful.
Okay.
Yes!
In your face. In your face.
Burn.
6:33.
Rubber glue.
It is the MJ Morning Show. Let's try to redeem ourselves with early morons in the news. Next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Weather. Man, do we have some morons today? 642 MJ Morning Show. Whole crew in attendance today. Gotta love this story. A lawyer was shot and arrested after trying to rob an armored car outside of a bank. Jeez. This is a lawyer in Arkansas was arrested, allegedly attempted to rob an armored car outside of a Bank of America branch in Little Rock, Arkansas. Chad Green, the accused attorney, was shot in the process by the armored car crew. You know, those guys have guns.
Yeah, I was at the bank the other day, and the guy comes in. He's wearing like a
bulletproof vest.
It looks thicker than a normal bulletproof
There's
vest.
like another watch out. There's a watching guy.
Yeah.
that stands by the truck and watches with his hand on his gun, waiting.
There's a guy in the truck, a guy outside the truck, and somebody walked into the bank that looked totally armored out.
All right, from the Arkansas Times, the police report states that John Martin, an employee of Loomis Armored Services, was servicing an ATM outside the Bank of America location on Geyer Springs Road just before 8 a.m. Wednesday when Green approached him. Mr. Martin stated the white male subject immediately sprayed him with mace several times, so he pulled his service weapon and fired a couple of shots at the subject.
Good for him.
Mr. Martin stated the subject went to the ground and was yelling, but within a few seconds, the suspect hopped onto a bicycle and fled west toward the woods.
Damn, that adrenaline got him.
Despite fleeing the scene on a bicycle, Green apparently had a getaway vehicle nearby. A short time later, state police located Green on the shoulder of I-430 near Rodney Parham Road. Green told the officers that he'd been shot. He was taken to a local hospital for medical attention, and his vehicle was towed to the crime scene bay. I guess that's at the police headquarters for processing. Yeah, taken to a nearby hospital listed in stable condition. NBC affiliate KARK, Channel 4 Arkansas, was able to speak to people who know Green, who said this sort of behavior was out of character.
Yeah.
What? Going to a bank branch, waiting for the armored car to show up, and then macing the employee with the bag of money trying to fill an ATM?
This wasn't a crime of opportunity.
Getting shot. Oh, this was clearly planned.
Yeah, he had a bike. He had a getaway car.
This is totally premeditated. This guy obviously knew when the armored car was going to be there to fill the ATM, had the bike for the initial getaway, then a car down the road to then ditch the bike and get in the car. He just didn't plan on getting shot after he maced the armored car employee. Yeah, this guy's a lawyer. Oh, it's so out of character. No, this doesn't seem like him. No.
He's a criminal defense attorney. I wonder if he thinks the prosecution is weak in Arkansas and they're not going to get him.
Yeah, so I wonder if he's going to be a fool for a client, if he's going to defend himself. Yeah, he's a criminal defense attorney. He's going to need a criminal defense attorney. But is that not bizarre? And, of course, this guy is like going to be disbarred. This guy's going to prison. This guy's going to recover from his gunshot. He's going to go to court. It's going to be a trial. Maybe he'll take a deal. But this guy's going to prison. This guy's not going to be a lawyer anymore. The hell was this guy thinking?
I'm trying to find one of his commercials.
Well,
I'm Chad Green.
Not every lawyer has a commercial, you know.
Well, almost every lawyer has a commercial.
In this town they do.
I mean, look around.
I got everything. I got lost dogs. I got stuffed animals. We got all kinds of TV commercials in this town.
There's a lawyer billboard on 275, and the light is like strobing.
I think we need some drunk lawyer commercials in this town.
Drunklawyer.com.
Hey, if you want me to represent you, just give me a call. I work for Scotch. You don't give me anything to drink unless I recover for you.
Let me get another one in.
I like drunklawyer.com.
Let's come closer to home, of course. Our state of Florida, absolutely no stranger to idiot moron stories. Yeah, this happened down in Cape Coral. A lot of stuff happening down south of us. Collier County, Lee County.
It's a developing area,
Charlotte.
man.
Oh, yeah. Southwest Florida is really jamming. A lot of stuff going on. Listen, the Tampa Bay area is really kind of a hot spot still. Post-pandemic, the amount of people coming here. This is down in Cape Coral. Guy was arrested after he reportedly broke into his ex-girlfriend's house, attacked her early Saturday morning last weekend. Brett Dahl, D-A-H-L. Brett Dahl, 28 years old, smashed the woman's beta fish tank. Those old... Chloe was bugging me for a beta fish since, I don't know, like 8th grade. Dad, can we get a beta fish? Dad,
Did you ever get one?
Nope.
Those things are like 2 cents.
No, those you're thinking like little feeder fish. Beta fish is like $10, $12.
Yeah, they're like...
I got my kid a goldfish for like $1.
Yeah, that's a goldfish. A beta fish is totally different.
What's a beta fish?
It's
It's like colorful.
Yeah,
isn't it?
really
Aren't there
colorful.
different colors of beta fish?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And they have to
Hold
be
on.
alone.
Wait, what is it? Froggy is a fisherman. You don't know what a beta fish is?
I mean, I thought it was like the little fish that
No, it was like
eat the
That,
tank.
no, that's a guppy.
Oh.
yeah,
That's
beta
a-
fish is like the ones like the really flamboyant.
Yeah, they come in all different colors.
Fin-
All right, so
All I know is that my
here's-
kid's goldfish lived way too long.
All right, here's the deal. So Brett Dahl smashed this woman's beta fish tank and then flushed her pet fish down the toilet
Aw.
during this destruction spree inside her home, according to the Cape Coral Police Department. This guy's a bad dude. How dare you? An innocent beta fish? You smash the tank and then flush it down the toilet? What kind of sicko are you? Yeah, the victim told officers that she was sleeping around 2:30 in the morning when Dahl, her former boyfriend of over 6 months, busted into the home through a back window. She said he threw a picture frame at her and demanded that she tell him where to find his gun. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you where to find your gun. Yeah, when you're like a raging maniac. Yeah, the woman said that she was confused and tried to get Dahl to leave. Yeah, listen, you're woken up at 2:30 in the morning. You're probably in deep REM sleep. He refused to leave, pushed her on a closet door, and then started damaging everything in sight. Started smashing stuff on the kitchen counter, and then shattered the woman's beta fish tank.
Poor fish.
The woman told police that she heard Dahl flush the toilet and never saw the pet fish named Bean again.
Oh.
Bean.
Then he starts smashing other things in the house, grabbed her iPhone, smashed the front headlight and window of her vehicle. He left the scene in a friend's vehicle. The victim ran to her brother's home, called 911 because her phone was smashed.
Makes sense.
Later in the day, Cape Coral police, they saw Dahl get into a friend's vehicle. They pulled him over. Anyway, total damage estimated at $3,370. That seems pretty specific. I don't know how they came up with that number, but they did.
Well,
Wow.
the price of the beta fish was $12.99. I know to tell you that much.
Is that how much a beta fish is?
I think I'm pretty close.
Yeah, Chloe still is ticked off that I didn't get her a beta fish. Yeah, she was, Dad, can I get a beta fish? I think she even asked. I think she even asked in the last month if she graduated, so she's back home studying for LSAT, and I think she might have. I kind of tuned it out. I don't even hear her anymore asking for a beta fish. But I'll tell you what, if you get a beta fish, make sure that this guy Brett Dahl is not your boyfriend. He'll flush that sucker down the toilet. That's terrible. Anyway, that guy's got a whole host of charges. She needs to get a restraining order against this guy.
She needs to get a more aggressive fish.
Yeah, all right. A piranha.
Yeah.
Piranha.
Yes.
She was-
All right. 6:51 at the MJ Morning Show. Little early morons in the news. I got more. Maybe we'll do a double dose a little later on. Hey, I've got a story of entitlement you got to hear. I've got this billionaire bride entitlement witch story that you got to hear. Social media is all wrapped up in it. This is Instagram, a new billionaire bride. Oh, man, this story's got a little bit of everything. You got to hear this. And we'll get to it next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by.
Streisand.
It is 7 o'clock at the MJ Morning Show, an hour away from the Cash Kitty. And you're shot at $1,000 at 8 o'clock. Cash Kitty, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, noon, 3 and 5 today. And then, of course, we are blowing out massive money next week. An all-new game begins. It's the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist. Every hour, every day next week, your chance to win $1,000. This is MJ Morning Show only MJ Morning Show listeners, and it's huge. It is massive. 1 week, $20,000, but we're doing it again the second week, another $20,000. $40,000. Week 1 brought to you by our friends at Lucan's. Lucan's Wine and Spirits for all of your beverage needs. That's where I go. Highly recommend them. And then week 2 is going to be Stacy Kemp. Kemp Law Group is going to be our sponsor for the second week. We're giving away $40,000, folks, beginning this Monday on the MJ Morning Show every day, every hour. So stand by. if you didn't hear the Ric Flair instant, spontaneous interview, man, we made some press on that. Yeah, we were in the New York Post, TMZ, all of the wrestling websites.
Oh, yeah. You were on all my favorite wrestling sites. I was very impressed.
Dude, we made it everywhere. If you didn't hear what transpired, what happened, how we accidentally fell into, well, listen, I kind of set it up. I teed it up, and it paid off.
Pretty sure it was Fester's idea, right?
Well,
Fester did the legwork on it.
No, I'm the one who said, "Does anyone have Ric Flair's cell number?"
Then
And
you
I
made him
then
text me.
MJ, you really have to learn how to say, "Hey, this is a team effort around
oh,
here."
it is.
No, it
I mean, what is this?
Fester,
Are you going to be so insufferable because you had a good interview yesterday? We all worked together.
Hold on. Well, you did nothing. But
Excuse me, I
but-
got the number. I got the number. Do you realize that?
Well, no.
Fester got the number,
Right,
and I got the
right.
number.
Well, but all right, listen. It was what happened was great. Why is everyone just trying to grab a piece of this thing?
I don't know.
we're not trying to grab it, but when you're like, I did this, I did that. Yay, good job.
Listen, Fester's the one that coaxed Ric Flair to come on, and then he totally changed. If you don't know the whole Ric Flair thing and how it transpired, we'll get into that in the next segment because we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. That happens in minutes. So stand by. All right. This is a nutso story. This is like a billionaire bride, a well-known national company, a new marriage, social media, a demand for someone's screen name. What do you think? Now that you're married into a billionaire family, you're all entitled? All right. Who can think of big, huge, massive national tree companies like tree removal? You know, you see the trucks.
Can't think of one.
Oh, come on. They're out there.
Tree be gone.
There are a couple of them.
Tree away.
No, come on.
Tree go.
Oh, didn't they once have...
Bushwhackers.
No, will you stop? Didn't they once have those orange, or maybe they still do, you know those orange tree trucks? You know, they have the grinders and, you know, the tree truck.
It sounds, I mean,
I never see tree removal
Yeah.
service. I didn't even think they exist.
none come to, what do you mean tree removal? They're all over the
Fester,
place, but-
listen, open up another tab.
Okay.
And just type in big national tree removal companies.
National tree.
The one I'm thinking of and the one that the story is about, and I would have said this, Asplund. So you've seen the trucks. It's like, I think the trucks are orange or used to be orange. This is a huge company. I had no idea. They've got like $5 billion in revenue last year.
Yeah.
Asplund, Asplundh. They're huge. They're in the Tampa Bay area. You know who hires companies like this? Like the power companies, like Tico, Duke. They hire these big tree companies to clear the paths of power lines in neighborhoods. I mean, it's a big. Listen, if you look at Asplund's revenue, I mean, it was like $5 billion last year. It's like, oh my God, they're trimming trees. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of trees.
All right, so
There are a lot of trees out there, so I would think the business would be good.
Yes, Froggy. There are a lot of trees out there.
But you've never seen any of them.
Never.
Listen to this story. This is crazy. This woman married an heir to the Asplund tree removal company family and tried to bully an Instagram user into giving up her screen name because that's now her married name.
Can you do that?
And then, well, listen, you can bully whoever you want. Is it right? Are you going to get your way? Not necessarily.
Did she bully or try to make a legitimate offer to buy it?
Hang on. Let's go over the story here.
My daddy says I can have any Instagram title I want.
Well, it wouldn't be her daddy. It would be the daddy of
husband.
the guy that she just married, or my husband.
My daddy.
The father-in-law.
By the
Yes.
way, I mean, she's young. She's like in her 20s, and it looks like the heiress or the heir, not heiress, but the guy that this woman married, he looks like he's like late 20s as well. They're all baby-faced here. So the woman's name is now Catherine Asplund.
Boy, what a name.
Her last name was formerly Driscoll, so she used to be Catherine Driscoll. And she married this Pennsylvania-based tree service heir, Cabot Asplund. back on April 27th.
Okay.
And wanted to have like this official Instagram celebration and change her name on the platform officially after she got married from Catherine Driscoll to Catherine Asplund
Oh my God, who cares?
on
Okay.
Instagram. So she was dead set, man. She was focused like a pit bull, and she just did not want to take no for an answer. Well, the only problem was at Catherine Asplund, Catherine Asplundh, was already taken.
Well, how about add an I am?
Yeah,
or the real.
or a middle initial.
Whatever, all those are good ideas.
An underscore, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
All those are good ideas. So she tried to get the name and get her way. So she sent the direct message to the person that has Catherine Asplund, the owner of the account that she wanted. And she initially said, quote, "Hi, just wondering if I could purchase your username from you. Just got married, and this is my new name."
Yeah, I'd say $1 million, and it's yours.
All right.
Okay.
So the person that she tried to buy the name from posted all of this on a New York City subreddit group called NYC Influence Snark. So that's a there's a subreddit. Reddit's really a good site.
It really is.
All right. So the message just came out of nowhere, and it caught this real, original Catherine Asplund, no relation to the Tree billionaire family. She goes by Kate, and she told the Philadelphia Inquirer that she was caught off guard, and then she started doing some research. And, "Hi, congrats, that's my name too. I just Googled it, and it said selling my username would get me banned from Instagram." So apparently that's against their rules. That's against their terms of service at Instagram.
You don't own your Instagram name. Instagram owns your name.
Well, Meta,
Well,
Facebook, Instagram.
the platform owns your name.
Exactly. All part of Meta. So the new bride, her in-laws own the Asplund Tree Expert Company in Pennsylvania. It's nationwide. Listen to this. The 109th largest private company in America with revenue of $5.42 billion last year.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was a big company. It was nationwide. But the message, this caught the real Catherine off guard. And she didn't know what to think. So I'm looking at, she actually posted, and I've got it right here. She posted the conversation on the DMs. And let me read a little bit of this. "Hi, I was wondering if I could purchase your username from you. Just got married, and this is my new name." And then she says, "Hi, congrats. That's my name too. I just Googled it, and it said that selling your username could get you banned from Instagram." Then the new Catherine Asplund writes, "I purchased my username in the past. Actually, that's not true. Celebrities do it all the time, and that's how they all have their handles as their full names. So weird. I didn't know there was another Asplund family out there. There's no Catherine Asplund in our family." Then she responds again. This is the new bride. "I see that you are not that active on here, but started Instagram in 2018, but changed your username 3 times. Is there any way that I can get you to change your username one more time?" And then like smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Then the person that she's trying to get the name from, the real Catherine Asplund on Instagram, writes, "This is my Insta. I use it for private."
No.
What?
She said Finsta.
Okay, sorry.
No, Finsta. It's not that she mistyped. It's
Right.
just a private Instagram account where you
Right.
post more candid
So,
things.
well, this is my Finsta. I use it for private stories. I don't want to get banned. Sorry. And then the new billionaire bride writes back, "I actually don't believe that is your name, Catherine Asplund. And that you'd make that your Finsta." Anyway, "I reported you." She then writes, that I reported you to Instagram.
Oh my gosh, just give it up.
And
She
they're-
doesn't want to give it to you.
And they'll actually tell me your real name. No, they won't. I really hope I don't know you because that's going to be a really embarrassing situation for you.
I'm pretty sure you would know the girl with your same name.
Yeah, and then the woman writes back, "You can report me." Then the billionaire bitch bride,
She doesn't
she
care.
writes back, "Just did, and my fiance is too."
Ooh.
You're asking me, isn't it? Well, they got married. I think it's. I think
This might have been right before. No,
it's-
this was before the wedding
Right,
because she
right.
wanted to do it at the wedding.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, that's the timeline. So now it's her husband. So she claims that she reported this real Catherine Asplund, who was born that way, reported her to Instagram, and my fiance reported you too. And then the woman writes back, "You're asking me to do something to get my account banned. I doubt Instagram would take that lightly." And then she writes back, "I'm asking you to change your username because you are pretending to be someone you're not." And she says, "My name is Catherine Asplund." And then she writes, "Which is illegal." And then the woman writes back, "Nope, you asked to purchase my username, which goes against Instagram rules. I just reported you."
Oh my gosh.
Does it end there? Is there
One of these
more?
Catherines has some Asplanin to do.
Yeah, Asplundin to do. So this goes back and forth, and sorry. So where does this thing stand? She's not giving up her name, and now she decided to go public with the story, and now it's embarrassing the hell out of this new entry into the Asplund tree fortune family. To think that she could just bully her way in and buy, "My fiance is from a billionaire, my husband's from a billionaire tree trimming family, and we could buy the Instagram name." Clearly, it didn't work out. So,
Man, I don't even see an offer in here.
in a third attempt to get the username, Asplund researched the name Catherine Asplund on Facebook and concluded that she must be the only one with the name in America because she didn't find any results. But, you know, she.
This gets better.
Oh, it does. It goes on. And then, she says,
The family I just married into is the only
Asplund family in the U.S., and she says, "I'm not American."
She's not American. It's the whole world.
Do you have proof that is your name? Would love to see that.
Oh, my
Oh.
Then the real one writes back, "Why do I have to send you any proof of who I am? This is my account. I've had it since 2018. I'm sorry we share the same name, but just because you got married doesn't mean you can have my username.
I would just ignore her. What's that?
If you were nice, I would have considered giving it to you for free, but you weren't. I reported you and asking me to sell my account, and another report for harassing me. Have a good day.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Goodbye. You get nothing."
Says it right here, black and white, crystal clear.
So I have never heard of the Asplund family in the news. Of course, I know.
No.
I'm familiar
No.
with their,
Oh.
I've never seen any publicity around their family.
The Asplund family's got to be really pissed off at this new entry into their family. The bride, she's like, apparently this starts before they're even married, and she's already causing trouble. The Asplund family, they like fly under the radar. They're billionaires, and they're like quiet billionaires.
And now
just
she's
with,
like,
with
yeah.
a bunch of trucks around the country trimming trees.
And she's,
This
"Do you know
new-
who I am?"
This new woman in our family is ruining everything.
Anyway.
She's like a weed.
So this got picked up by the Philadelphia Inquirer, the New York Post. It's all over Reddit. So, clearly this is an embarrassment to the Asplund family.
How's the next family get together going to be with the Asplunds?
Oh, man.
It's hard to be an asplode. I mean, splund.
Yeah.
That's all I think of.
What?
Asplode.
Asplode?
That's what I think of. The Asplode family.
Of course. You know what you do for that, right?
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yay, Pepto-Bismol!
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yay, Pepto-Bismol!
And Asplodes, by the way.
Why couldn't somebody from the Asplund dynasty marry somebody from the Bismol?
Anyway, she's like in the family for like
A minute.
A minute. And
Seriously.
she's already a giant embarrassment to the entire family, just entitled, I married a billionaire family dude, and I should be able to get whatever I want on Instagram. No, you don't.
And the parting shot, I would have given it to you for free, but you're not nice.
7:17 at the MJ Morning Show. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Yeah, we're going to come right back. I'm running a little late, so I'll just tell you right now, what song am I dumping?
What are we dumping?
What?
You
Alone by Heart.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna dump Alone by Heart.
I love that song.
We're coming right back because I'm running late, and let's face it, you're here to hear us. All right, 7:17 at the MJ Morning Show. So an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ is minutes away. What do you give me a look for?
Occasionally, I'm here to see Mariah Carey fantasy. Want to hear that once in a while? Hear that, Rick?
Well, usually you do. Just this morning, I'm gonna make
once a week.
I'm gonna make a creative decision here. So we're coming right back after the break here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, go. There is a revelation that I'm going to make momentarily. It was in the studio yesterday, and you guys had no idea. I was going to mention it, but then I thought that...
I saw it. Was it right here?
Yeah. How could you miss it?
I saw it.
There were two giant duffel bags, dude.
Dude, I see a big giant duffel bag. I don't ask questions.
There were two giant, not just one. There were two giant. I mean, these are like 200-liter duffel bags. These were huge freaking duffel bags.
Yeah, I don't look under the counter.
I thought you had 8 heads in there.
Yeah, what was that?
8 heads in a duffel bag.
8 heads in a duffel. That movie.
That movie was awesome.
That was a good movie, man.
Fantastic.
8 heads in a duffel. Oh, before I do the big revelation, man, we got a lot of stuff today. And right now we're starting an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ morning show. It happens every morning around this time, an hour and 20 minutes nonstop. No music, no commercials. It's just solid MJ morning show content. If you didn't hear the whole Ric Flair instant interview develop on the MJ morning show, we will get to that momentarily. And man, we made some national news. TMZ, New York Post, every single wrestling website. We'll get to all that here in just a second. First, though, you guys had no idea about this.
Why?
I had $40,000 in cash in the studio yesterday morning in those duffel bags.
Ooh, look at you, money bags. No way.
Yeah. For our TV shoot for the MJ $40,000 money heist. Listen, nothing beats having like stacks of real money in front of you for a great impact. In fact, I posted.
You look like a rapper. Clout chasing.
Yeah, look at that. All I need is like a big fat, like giant
face tat.
Rolex. And face tats, the whole thing.
Kendrick Lamar is going to write a song about you.
I've never owned a Rolex, ladies and gentlemen. I don't own a Rolex. I've never owned a Rolex. I will never own a Rolex.
They're too cheap for you.
For me, it's Casio and Timex. That's me, man.
We're all ready.
And Armatron. Yep. My wrist is Armatron rated #1. All right. So I had 40 grand in here yesterday. In fact, I posted this well after the fact. If you take a look at my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, that's Certified MJ Radio, the last item posted is me in the video room that you can see the green screen behind me because in the actual video that we're shooting to promote the MJ $40,000 money heist, which begins on Monday morning, brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits and the Kemp Law Group. You'll see the image, the green screen behind me. I'm holding up 2 giant stacks of cash, and then in front of me is a pile of money that is really unbelievable. If you want to see what $40,000 in $1 bills looks like, take a look at my Instagram right now.
Are they all singles?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all singles. You know,
that is a mountain of cash.
It is. It's a mountain of cash. I had 2 giant, literally, those duffel bags. I could have had Roxanne-sized woman in those duffel bags.
Right.
Seriously, in the 2 duffel bags with all that cash, I could have put 2 Roxannes, one in each bag. That's how big these duffels were.
How much does 40 grand in singles weigh?
It was a lot. You should have, Julian. That's why Julian came in to help me carry the money in.
You needed the manpower?
I couldn't carry that.
No. It's 2 giant duffels. These things weighed like 50 pounds apiece, easily. These things were heavy. $40,000 in $1 bills weighs a lot. Look at the pile of cash in front of me. Go look at the picture. It's on my Instagram right now, Certified MJ Radio. And we shot the TV right after the show yesterday. I went to the video room with the green screen. And the finished product looks pretty good. It's almost done. And they've put me inside of like a bank vault. And that's the background where the green screen is. And so this all starts Monday. We're giving away $40,000 cash. And it's only on the MJ Morning Show. It's all local. And I'll have every winner on the air. You can hear who they are, where they're calling from. So Monday morning at 6 a.m., it's the big MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist. Grab your share of the loot. $1,000 every hour, every day, not just for 1 week. It's 2 weeks. Lucan's is bringing you week number 1, and then Kemp Law Group is bringing you week number 2 here on the MJ Morning Show. But I wanted to mention this. I wanted to take the money out and hold it up to MJ TV. But I was like, I got to kind of get in and out of this building with $40,000 in cash in 2 giant duffel bags. I got to do it kind of under the radar, because if I did a whole segment, we got 40 grand in cash, someone's going to be waiting for me in the parking lot.
Well, see, I never noticed. I never noticed the duffel bags that you had here, but I did notice the armored truck in the parking lot. That must have been how you and Julian got to work yesterday.
There was no armored truck in the parking lot.
You know that rapper XXX Tentacion, he was seen with a duffel bag full of cash buying a motorcycle, and he got shot and robbed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
you could have got Tentacion.
I really wanted to talk about the money in the studio yesterday, but I'm like, you know what? I better not.
So I figured that's why you weren't talking.
Yeah, that's exactly. I didn't talk about it. But
I have questions.
Now the money has been put back into the bank. The money has been brought back to the bank, so now I can talk about it. And the images live on. See the money. Yes, Fester.
Is each bundle $1,000?
Yes. So each bundle is $1,000. It's each bundle's $100 in ones, and there are 10 bundles per packet. And then it's really we had to take the cash out of these Federal Reserve plastic bags. There were 2 bags that held the money. In each block, there was $16,000 in ones. So it comes packaged from the Federal Reserve. These were in heavy plastic bags that said Federal Reserve and all kinds of federal warnings, warning this bag is tamper evident, blah, blah, blah. So the big, huge rectangular block is 16,000 in ones. And then inside each one, there were 4 additional bags, which were, I guess $4,000 each. So 4, and that's 16,000. So I had 2 of the big bricks of 16 each, and then an additional 8,000 to make up the 40,000 in cash. So, any other questions, Fester, before I move on?
Does your bank hate you?
No,
Yeah, for real. I mean, what a
Yeah.
pain.
No.
And then just to bring it right back.
No, my bank, they supply the strip clubs. My bank supplies the dollhouse. My bank supplies Mons Venus.
What do they have, a sign saying that somewhere?
No. I did.
The proud supplier of...
Serving strip clubs in Tampa since 1976.
No, because the strip clubs, they go in and they get tons of ones, especially for the big weekends.
Yeah.
They'll go in and they'll get tons of ones. The strip clubs, that's where they get, same bank that I use, that's where they get their ones. I'm not going to reveal the bank.
Next question.
For privacy, secrecy, and security purposes.
Next question.
Yes.
Next question. Does Joe Redner hate you?
No one.
Yeah,
no
right.
one.
This MJ guy's taking all the singles in town?
Nobody hates me. Anyway, moving along. Can I make a breaking news announcement?
Please.
Folks, I do not have a dead worm in my brain that's eaten my brain, okay?
That's good news.
This was the story of the day yesterday.
Oh, my God.
I'm watching the news, and it's like, RFK Jr. says that doctors found a dead worm in his brain that ate part of his brain.
I mean, how much of his brain?
Is that why he talks like that?
No, I think he's got a vocal cord
nodule.
It's well beyond a nodule. I think he's got like a vocal cord paralysis deal or something. All right, so look, I'm not going to dwell on this. We don't do a lot of politics on this show, but this is beyond politics. When you turn on cable news, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and they're all talking about the worm that ate RFK Jr.'s brain. When you hear anchors, I should have pulled some of the audio.
I'll tell you right now.
Breaking this hour, RFK Jr. says a worm was found in his brain and ate part of his brain.
I'm just going to put this out there.
Yes.
What? The Kennedys cannot catch a break.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
if they're not getting shot,
if they're
they're
not
having their
getting
brains
shot
eaten
or
by
crashing.
worms.
going down in plane crashes,
Driving off bridges.
flipping off bridge. I mean,
there's been a lot of
Chappaquiddick.
Oh, Chappaquiddick.
You know what? I think RFK Jr. says I'm going to top them all with a brain worm.
It's a dead worm, too.
What do you do? A tequila shot and just ate the worm? Hey, by the way, where do tapeworms go? Do they stay in your butt or do they go to your brain?
I don't think this was.
Tapeworms live in your digestive system.
Yeah,
But
I don't think this was a tapeworm.
yeah,
What kind of a
Yeah.
worm is in his brain?
Well, it had to be like some kind of like
It was a parasitic worm.
Yeah.
Would he go swimming in some lake and get an amoeba in his ween?
Or he had some bad pork.
Or his ear.
You know, he
I
dropped.
thought they always went through the.
He dropped the mic yesterday. He said, "Hey, I
drop the mic.
he did. He dropped the Kennedy family mic yesterday because So John F. Kennedy got shot. Robert F. Kennedy got shot.
His father.
His father, because he's junior, and now he comes out with brainworm. He just dropped the mic. I'm telling you, he dropped
brainworm. Any questions?
I would like to say to all of my ancestors, uncles, and fathers, top that!
Uncle Teddy drove an Oldsmobile off a bridge in Chappaquiddick and killed Mary Jo Kopechne. But guess what?
And then went home.
I've got a brainworm! Top that, bitches! You know?
So John thinks he's going to be the only Kennedy kid with a fantastic death?
Plane crash? No! Brainworm!
So why can't he run for president with a brainworm?
No, he is running for president.
Oh, I thought he was dropping out.
No.
Amazingly, he's probably the most physically fit candidate.
Would he be the first candidate with brainworm?
Yes, he would be.
I think so.
I don't know
that we know of.
He wouldn't be the first president with brain damage, but first one with brain.
What do you mean by that?
Chester Alan Arthur. Look it up.
Well, listen.
Of course you know.
Hey, if you look at some of the candidates that were running,
I should have said Lincoln.
I don't know. I don't know if you knew this, but Ted Cruz back in 2016, he had buttworm.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yes.
The way he was always sitting, he was always itching.
You know, if you notice Hillary Clinton's always itching back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got buttworm
Fungus.
too.
Fungus among us.
She's got pinworm back there. Exactly. That's Hillary Clinton.
Why is
Hillary.
It swells your ankles as well.
Why is Secretary Clinton scooting along the carpet? I don't know.
like my
Oh
dog.
my gosh.
I don't know, Joe.
All right, let's deal with the whole Ric Flair deal, which just developed organically out of nowhere. Yesterday morning, you know, we've been kind of watching this story develop, and the incident with Ric Flair occurred up in Gainesville at a pizza bar restaurant called Paisano's. Now, not the traditional spelling in Italian of paisano. They're all cutesy-wootsy up there in Gainesville.
A little pun.
They call it pie, like pizza pie, P-I-E, Paisano's. And Ric Flair was up there last weekend because some relatives, it was his wife's...
His wife's daughters.
Graduating from UF.
His stepdaughters.
His stepdaughter was graduating.
Graduating from the University of Florida up in Gainesville. So he was up there, and you know, it sounded like he was a little tanked up at the bar. You know, a video was released of him getting into an argument with the bartender. And anyway, the story went viral. It was all over the place that Ric Flair had this issue. It was caught on tape. And knowing that Ric Flair lives in town, he lives in Tampa, lives in the Channel Side area, Roxanne just sat next to him at a bar.
At the Pearl.
At the Pearl.
Like 4:00 in the afternoon, he came into the Pearl.
Yeah.
He remembered that, too.
Yeah. I don't think he did. Anyway, so Roxanne...
who's to say that? Why would you say that, MJ?
because
That's weird.
He did say he remembered it.
He said he didn't remember it.
He said he did remember
He said
it.
it. Do you have any good listening skills?
We have to listen back to the tape.
Yeah,
Well, I think you're just trying to diminish.
You're just jealous.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with this, but I will also want to compliment Froggy on his part of the interview, because how about Froggy knowing that Conrad Thompson
That's right.
was a wrestler and he liked that little comment that
He's
you
a
made.
podcast host.
Or podcast host.
Oh, yeah. Froggy knows the most about wrestling in the whole room.
I love a good wrestle.
You know,
He brought the wrestling credibility to the call. Good job.
Added some wrestling street cred to the show, because
That's right,
I know nothing.
Yeah.
I've loved Ric Flair for years.
Although when I was a
Woo.
kid, when we moved from New York City, Nanuet, New York City, when we moved down to Virginia Beach in 1976, I immediately started watching Mid-Atlantic Wrestling on Wavy TV 10.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, that was like Ricky Steamboat, Blackjack Mulligan.
Yeah.
You know, all those guys. There was
During the territory days.
Oh, yeah, that was good stuff.
Then WWE bought everybody.
All right, so we called up Ric Flair. We didn't. Yes, you're whispering. We can hear you. What were you whispering?
That Rick just texted me,
Oh.
so I think he remembered.
No, he did not.
I'll show you.
Rick didn't show it to Fester.
What?
Rick just texted you.
What did he say? Woo!
By the way,
thanks, Toots.
By the way, I thought he was great on our show yesterday. I've got a new respect for Ric Flair because I thought
you texted him.
I thought Ric Flair.
He was great.
I thought he opened up. He sounded human. He sounded contrite. He was apologetic.
You should thank us, really.
I thought. Listen, and the way it was covered yesterday.
All the news made him look good.
Yes,
it really did.
That's what I'm saying. Ric Flair, in the aftermath of the bar incident, I think he looks great now.
For real, it really did. His PR team should thank you.
Really, I am now Ric Flair's PR agent. All right.
Does he have one?
So here's what happened. We did not have. Oh, look, Ric Flair just texted me. Thank you.
What?
Hang on. Hold on.
Why is he texting everybody? Why does everybody have his number?
We love Rick. We love Rick.
Ric Flair. Look at this. Ric Flair. Just hang on. I'm holding it up.
His number up there.
No, it's not. I'm holding it up. Ric Flair, and he just said thank you. For
what?
I'm holding it up to MJTV.
You texted him last night.
Yes,
Yes.
I did. I texted.
Awesome. Listen.
I texted Rick last night, and I'll read you the text that I sent to Ric Flair in just a second.
Ric Flair's a national treasure.
Listen,
really is.
listen, and a nice guy. I always heard he was a nice guy. He now lives in the Tampa Bay area, lives down at Channelside. So here's what happened.
He humanized himself
He
yesterday,
did. Well,
I think.
that's what I said.
He's like, my intestines are bad.
That's what I said in my text to him last night. So here's what happened. We didn't have Ric Flair's number. In the aftermath of the story breaking about his issue at the bar up in Gainesville at Paisanos, I said, does anyone have Ric Flair's number? Text Fester right now. And I gave out Fester's text number, which we always do. It's no secret, 813-310-8444. And you kind of gave me a look like, what are you doing? Come on. It's almost like you didn't want a part of this.
Well, the first 10, 15 texts I got was, his number's 813. Woo! I'm like, oh, come on, man. I can make my own dumb jokes.
So we end up with like 4 actual numbers.
Right.
And we tried like 2, and it went nowhere. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me try the Charlotte, North Carolina area code of 704. And boom, I dial it up. I put it on hold because, we get permission before we put someone on the air. And Fester is off the air on the phone. And describe what happened.
So I call, you call the number, you put it on hold, I pick it up, it goes to a ring, and then a person who I believe I am waking up, hello. And I said, Rick, and he said, yes. And I introduced myself. I said, hey, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show. We'd like to talk to you just to clarify what happened at the Paisanos. And he said, I really don't want to comment on it, which I have full respect for. But the next question is always, hey, I understand that. Can you tell MJ I don't want to comment on it? Because telling me is nothing. Can MJ talk to you on the radio and just tell him, hey, thanks for calling. I don't want to comment on it. And Rick says, sure. I say, great.
Because as Fester knows, he just has to get them on the air just for a smidge, and that I can work my magic and try to turn it all around. And don't want to comment turned into an 8-minute interview where Ric Flair just unleashed everything, spilled his guts. He came clean. He was honest. He sounded human. He sounded great. I've got some of the audio chunks. By the way, the whole thing is on our website. If you want to hear the whole call, it's on mjmorningshow.com. Anyway, this gets picked up by the New York Post yesterday. TMZ had it first. So TMZ published first. Then I get contacted by the New York Post. So there are 2 huge write-ups, New York Post, TMZ, and then all of the wrestling sites pick this up. 411 Mania. Wrestle Zone, Wrestling Inc.
I love those sites.
Bro Bible, which is more sports and
pop culture of the day. Yeah.
It's all, you do a Google search, it's all over the place. Let me read the headline from the New York Post. Ric Flair gives his side of heated restaurant incident. Caught me so off guard. The TMZ. Where's the TMZ headline? I have it here somewhere.
They also mentioned the name of the show in every one.
Oh, yeah. You have to credit the original source.
Yeah, we're the original source of Ric Flair coming clean. And it was great. So,
and thank you to Andrew for editing the audio and putting that in the post.
Andrew.
Good job, Andrew.
All right. Excellent, excellent editing. All right.
Yeah.
So, team effort.
All right. So I have, Look at Roxanne. All right, so let me.
I'm just trying to like build. I have a point. Okay.
All right, so let me play just a little bit of the audio from my interview with Ric Flair yesterday. Just, Andrew, am I playing this? Is everything in order of how I should play it, Andrew, on the button bar? Andrew? Yes? Okay. All right, so here we go. Here's chunk number 1. What happened at Paisanos, if you care to comment?
I had a disagreement with apparently a kitchen employee.
Yep.
In the bathroom, which no one was around, just me and him. And you remember when I almost died in 2017?
Yeah, we brought that up a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so I have obviously my intestinal, my body works differently now.
So Rick was trying to go into the bathroom, but apparently a kitchen employee was like taking a ridiculous amount of time in the bathroom. And you know what I've since heard? I had somebody contact me and say, you know what, MJ, a lot of times the restaurant employees or the kitchen staff, they'll go into the bathroom. They're not actually using the bathroom. They're on their phone in there.
Well, they're just getting away from the line.
They're getting away, and they're taking a long break under the guys. They're in the bathroom, but they're on their phone. They're doing stuff. They're making phone calls. So, Rick needed to use the bathroom, and here's the kitchen guy. All right, next. What happened with Nicholas, the bartender? There was he trying to cut you off, or he didn't want to serve you? What happened there?
The two people that were tending bar were very nice.
Right.
I gave them $1,000 tip.
Wow.
It was two people that I had not met prior to coming out of the bathroom, and they just descended on me, telling me that I was out of line, and I said, well, how would you even know you weren't in there? And then it just escalated, and I was wrong for getting mad, but, I kind of felt like I was defending my position. I'm with my wife and my stepdaughter, who's got a degree in criminology, and is going to go to work for the FBI, and they came on so strong that she got scared and ran out the door.
All right, then one other chunk here.
You know, it's funny. I've never in my entire life had an experience like that. Isn't that funny?
Thanks for setting the story straight.
Well, I don't know that it's straight because I was wrong for losing my temper. But when I feel like I'm being, when I put in that area where I'm uncomfortable and all of a sudden everything just fell apart, I got upset. I was wrong for getting upset, but I probably just should have walked out the door. But it caught me so off guard because we were having a wonderful time. And all of a sudden, someone not belittling that position, but someone in their kitchen said that I did something wrong in the bathroom, and there's no one there except me and him. So who?
His original position after the incident, he was really ticked at them. And he even made a comment that I'm going to buy this place and rename it Ric Flair's Italian Bistro. Which I thought,
dude, you probably should, Rick. That would be awesome.
I thought that was really funny, actually. So I got to, I got to take Ric Flair out for dinner. Thank him for, or maybe he should take me out for dinner because I really did a good PR job for him yesterday.
I don't know.
Maybe
you
we
hang
should
with
do
the
that.
Rickster.
Yeah.
Yes.
So New York Post, Ric Flair gives his side of heated restaurant incident, caught me so off guard. On their website, they had the big picture of Ric Flair and the screenshots from the video that somebody captured where, he was cursing at the bartender and things were getting out of hand. And the actual caption on the front page of the New York Post online, it was like, Ric Flair spoke to the MJ Morning Show on Q105 Tampa Bay. I'm like, whoa, that's fantastic. And TMZ, their headline, they were the first to have it. TMZ was first yesterday. Ric Flair addresses restaurant incident. I was wrong for getting mad.
Look at that.
Yeah. So I asked Rick if he could give me a little MJ Morning Show ID.
Hey, it's Nature Boy Ric Flair, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show. Woo!
Man, come on. You made it awkward with that.
That was the...
Yeah, you really did.
What was awkward about me asking the...
That's so old school.
Come on, I asked the Nate for...
Nobody calls him that.
They did in TMZ. Yeah, they did.
Yes,
okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, they do. They call him the Nate.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So nothing wrong with getting a little ID from the Nate. So...
All right.
Look at that.
That's pretty awesome.
And let me share my text. So last night, I sent Ric Flair a text.
Right.
And the text reads, "Hi, Rick. This is MJ from the MJ Morning Show here in Tampa on Q105, 104.7 FM. Thank you for coming on the show this morning. You sounded human, contrite, appropriately apologetic. This made you look great in the after."
Right. What did you do?
This is
Who
the
are you
email. This is the
talking
text
to?
message
This
you
is
sent
what
him?
you sent him?
Who are you talking to? You're talking to Nate. That's like
Listen,
this
Talking to
is-
Nature Boy, right?
Yeah, right.
You
I
guys-
mean,
You sounded
Hold it.
human.
You guys
As
just...
opposed to what? Animal?
Listen, you guys...
you really you
Listen, you guys just agreed... You guys just agreed that he looked great on the show yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't send
Yes,
him a
I-
text kissing his butt
All
about
right,
it.
can I read my freaking text?
Go ahead.
All right. Hi, Rick. This is MJ from the MJ Morning Show here in Tampa, Q105, 104.7 FM. Thanks for coming on the show this morning. You sounded human, contrite, and appropriately apologetic. This made you look great in the aftermath of the original reporting and video. The subsequent reporting in the media today reinforces the likable guy you are. And he texted me just a little while ago. Thank you. I sent this at like 9 o'clock last night. And then just at 7:41, so 11 minutes ago, he said thank you.
He's going to send you another text in a couple seconds. Never contact me again.
Thanks for making
I'm
me
blocking your
sound
number.
contrite.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's
what
funny.
a Dorcas.
All
What
right.
do you mean I'm a Dorcas?
Oh, you texted him for? You trying to be the nature's friend now?
And, a lot of the articles kind of honed in because I asked him if he was a little tipsy, and then he kind of rolled out his bar tab for us.
He went down the whole list
Yeah.
of drinks.
I didn't drink it all. I
hold
just
on.
had a couple
Well, then listen, it wasn't that much.
Not for him.
Here's that audio. So you weren't tipsy, you weren't a little inebriated at all?
No.
Gotcha.
I was drinking Mick Ultra, and I probably had 2 mixed drinks.
That's nothing for him.
You know,
Yeah, Mick Ultra and a couple mixed
he
drinks.
said,
Big whoop.
he's like, I had a couple of Mick Ultras, and I thought he was going to say like water or
And
He hasn't
tea.
had water probably in 50 years.
Yeah, in ice.
Good for him.
I thought that he came across very well, and I think that he really helped clean up the mess. What am I grabbing? I'm grabbing line 5. Detective J on line 5 wants to talk to us.
Oh, boy.
Hi, good morning. MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hello.
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to tell you I had an encounter with Ric Flair years ago as a rookie police officer in Ybor City. And he was at Cherries, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cherries, absolutely.
Yeah, and he was with Joe Gomez, who was a wrestler at the time and a friend of mine as well.
Yep.
Yep, and was down there doing my patrol, and Joe said, I want to introduce you to somebody. Introduced me. He was so nice.
Yep.
So just like Roxanne was talking about, so nice. He was polite. He was slightly flirtatious in a very polite way. And he was like, hey, can you walk around with us? And we're like, sure, this is what we're doing. I tell you, people saw him and they were like, hey, that's Ric Flair. I mean, you could just see him. He was so nice. He spoke to everyone. He stopped to sign every autograph.
Woo!
Yeah.
He was fantastic. I mean, he really was.
Yep.
And he was, like I said, slightly flirtatious, very nice. Asked me for my number at the end of the night. I said, I can't. I'm married. But, very nice, very polite. I had a great encounter, and he was awesome to all the police officers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
that's cool.
Detective Jay, are you still with TP? Oh, you called before. You're retired TPD now.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Retired, yes.
All right, listen, thank you for checking in. Great story from the street. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Very
Look
cool.
at that.
Thank you, Rick. Call in anytime. You know, MJ, you know what this is? The beginning of a beautiful friendship.
You think so?
Yep.
Listen, we over the years we had Hulk Hogan in the studio. Then things kind of went south with Hulk Hogan and me. And
Listen.
and then listen, Macho Man
came in.
Macho Man was,
Yeah.
hey, what is it with the Tampa Bay area and the wrestlers?
So,
Well,
There used to be
training off Del Mabry was where their minor league
Yeah,
training
a
was
lot.
years and
Because-
years ago.
Because even like the old Blackjack Mulligan, he died in Tampa.
Tampa was a big territory. Like back in the day, a lot of guys wrestled here.
Yeah, like
and had families here.
yeah,
Right.
this is like where the
Gotcha.
minor leagues were, where their training facilities were. I think it's moved to Orlando now. Is that right,
Yeah.
Froggy?
Yeah, it is in Orlando.
But originally, Del Mabry was a hotbed for wrestling.
I think Tampa's like where most wrestlers live.
It really is. Or around the Tampa Bay area somewhere. John Cena, he's here.
He lived in.
Never heard of him.
Yeah,
when
John Cena.
I told you guys when I did that wrestling thing, when I did when they had the Divas, back when they had the Divas, I did a story at the training ground on Del Mabry and did wrestling stunts.
Anyway.
Want to hear my wrestling story?
Yes, I do.
I did the last interview with Dusty Rhodes.
Are you serious? No way.
Before, he passed away.
I love him.
He said, this interview is so awful, I wish I was dead. And I was like, oh, it's so Dusty.
And then Macho Man, didn't he have a heart attack while driving on
in
Seminole,
off Park Boulevard?
Yeah, and
he hit a tree
and crashed the truck. I mean, terrible.
Yep. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Lanny Poffo was his brother. Is that right, Froggy?
Lanny?
Yeah, and he just passed recently too.
All right, moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, do you have the booing? Yeah, we brought this up yesterday.
We have the booing?
Yeah. Michelle yelled at me. She's like, you talked about Kim Kardashian yesterday and them booing, but you didn't play the audio. I'm like, because I don't know, just kind of came up. And so for Michelle, and now we're up to our long distance dedication. So MJ gets home yesterday, and Michelle says, MJ, why didn't you play Kim Kardashian getting booed at the Tom Brady Netflix roast? So, Michelle, this is for you. It's our long-distance dedication all the way to South Tampa. Here's the audio of Kim Kardashian getting booed.
Kim Kardashian, come on.
Where the hell's the boo?
I didn't hear any boos. I listened for boos.
Maybe I shouldn't have played.
What in the world?
That's not it. First of all,
hold on, that's not it.
That might be the edit because I watched the.
No, I need Andrew. Where are the boo? Didn't you?
The boos are pretty boos.
The boos have been purged from the internet, all places.
Andrew, I said grab the boos, and I get cheer. Where are the boos? Don't give me the audio if it's not booing.
MJ, I told you I'm watching the Brady roast in chunks. I watched the first hour a couple nights ago. Last night I saw the part where Kim gave her toast, and it was Kevin Hart's announcement to her getting up, walking on stage, that music down into the toast.
Yeah.
No booing. You'd think she was the queen. They loved her, according to the edited video.
The edited version. So, Andrew, I needed the Kim Kardashian boos, not the cheers. So, do you have it? All right. Now, hang on. Now Andrew has the boos.
He just got it mixed up.
All right. Good job, Big A. All right. Let me hear it. Go ahead. Play. Anytime.
Well, thank you. I know a lot of people make fun of your height.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yeah, keep it going.
All right, hold on. All right, go back to the beginning.
More
boos.
More boos.
All right, so this is the money shot. This is what I wanted.
Oh, this is so sad.
All right, roll it. Here we go again. Hit it.
Well, thank you. I know a lot of people make fun of your height. All right. All right, Kevin. I know a lot of people make fun of your height, but what people don't know is you're also pretty mean, which makes you.
Is that it with the booze now?
Oh yeah, Fetcher sounds real funny.
You want to stop that? You want to stop that joke right there?
Hey, that was pretty brutal.
Okay.
Brutal.
So she gets up on stage, she smiles, and then it cuts right to her getting that sentence out the third time.
Oh,
Kevin,
poor thing.
I know you're really small, blah, 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 whatever she says. But.
So the boos have been edited out. Hey, Andrew, I don't want to harp on this, and I'm one to drop things very quickly. But why did you give me the cheering and not the boos in the first place?
I did hear some booing in that.
Yeah, I heard one or two.
Yeah. Anyway, no, the second bite, that's the bite we wanted.
I'll show you booing later. Andrew.
My goodness, she was like.
But she gave a really nice toast. It was actually pretty funny.
All right, it's 8 o'clock. Let me give you the Cash Kitty word here, and then we will resume. Hey, if you've been wondering about peeing
all the time,
I've got an answer for you. No, seriously.
It's like always on my mind.
Now, peeing is very important. And there is a very important peeing situation you got to hear about in just a matter of seconds. First, though, I was just thinking of cat pee. That's some nasty stuff.
The kitty.
Yeah.
Where's the litter box?
Yes, it's the cash kitty. Got cat pee right now. All right, this hour's word is, oh my, who's choosing these words?
Dude.
This hour's word is eminent.
What?
Oh my God.
What? Imminent?
What the hell?
You just said eminent. Imminent?
No, it's not imminent. Imminent is I. This is eminent. All right. So,
What?
Holy cow! I don't even
Oh,
use.
my God.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's a word,
No,
but it's not a word
it-
you use commonly.
It's not a word you use eminently.
It is a word. This hour's word is eminent. EMINENT.
I'll give you 10 grand if you can tell me what it means.
God, someone needs to pee on whoever came up with whoever came up with the words this time. Some of the words are like just too difficult. All right, so this hour's word is eminent. 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 This hour's word is eminent. Text that word nationwide.
You can't even say it right.
To 45911 before
It's
8
enema.
before 8:15 for a shot at $1,000 cash, or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. The word is eminent.
And there's just
EMINENT. Eminent.
one M.
Who seriously? Who came up with
Yeah.
these? We've had some words that are ridiculous. It's like I'm
just saying.
Just pick one syllable words. for
5-letter
crying
words.
out loud.
5-letter words. Just say it, people.
Hey Andrew, find out who at corporate picked these words because I wanna bitch slap them. Okay.
You want a budget cut? Just let that person go.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
The next hour's word, I'm just going to give you a sneak preview, is bellicose.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Next hour's word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's easier.
Or what is that? What was the longest word in the dictionary? The anti-disestablishmentarianism, right? Yeah, is that? Oh, you never heard that?
No.
When you were a kid, you didn't walk around in third grade saying anti-disestablishmentarianism?
I don't know what they're teaching up there in Virginia. No.
All right, let's talk peeing for a minute.
Please.
If you pee longer than this amount of time, this could be a health danger alert. Do you know what the number, folks? This is not a joke. I'm not doing bathroom humor here because we don't really do that. But this is serious. This is like important, health stuff. According to medical experts, in fact, I've got Stephen Friedland, who's a professor of urology at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, and he says that an average pee. Who's laughing?
Can we please call it a urination?
He says that an average pee should not last longer than.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, let's-
Stop
yeah,
it.
what?
Are you looking for a specific amount of time?
Seconds.
Or
Seconds.
Yes.
something like when you washed your hands, you're supposed to sing happy birthday or something like that.
No, time.
Like,
Dude,
Where did you get lost in the question?
I'm asking.
No.
He wants a
Listen,
time.
Happy birthday and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's when you wash your hands
Right.
after you pee.
But if I start
right.
singing Tinkle Tinkle Little Star while I'm on the can, because I'm a sit down peer.
All right. Let's
Me
play.
too.
Let's
Yeah,
play the
right?
mountain climber game here. This urologist says that if you pee longer than this, it might be problematic. That the average pee should not last longer than. I'm not going to Roxanne because she'll blow. She'll say 7 minutes right off
Well,
the bat.
I have a
She'll-
camel bladder, so I'm 7 minutes on the toilet. For two
thank
people.
you.
All right, here. What did you just say?
I said
Froggy's
camel
is-
bladder.
Froggy's grateful Roxanne that she had a camel bladder as opposed to other camel parts.
All right, let's.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right. You should not pee longer than Fester.
I always pee longer than Fester.
No.
Yeah.
Fester, you go first.
20 seconds.
No. We keep going. Froggy.
I'm going to go 25 seconds, Pat.
Oh, sorry. Oh, the mountain climber. We haven't gone over the cliff yet. Roxanne.
I'm going to just talk about my own experience and say 45 seconds.
Oh, no.
45 seconds.
Always was.
45 seconds.
much liquid is in you?
Thank you for playing. We'll have more peeing games coming up next on The Price is Right. Oh, make sure you have your cat or dog spayed or neutered to help control the pet population. Goodbye, everybody. All right. Man. No more than 30 seconds.
Oh, wow. I'm out.
Yeah, according to this urologist, the average person should not pee longer than 30 seconds. Once you get going and it takes you a minute to empty your bladder, that's a problem. That is not normal.
Mm.
Yeah. Here's another doctor that actually drops it even lower. Dr. Janice Miller, nurse practitioner behind the bladder-based website, myconfidentialbladder.com.
That's a real site?
Yeah.
I sub.
Puts it at 20 seconds. Yep.
Jeez. I mean, what are you supposed to go every 10 minutes? 20 seconds.
This has to all do with your liquid intake.
Yeah, your liquid intake and how long you've been holding it.
Here's another. Most mammals, regardless of size, so long as they're over 3 kilos, spend more or less exactly 21 seconds urinating due to gravity.
Okay.
And it's a phenomenon called Pascal's barrel.
Barrel of pee?
Oh.
So MJ, what happens if you're a longer peer? Does this mean it's what is it getting absorbed back into your body through your bladder?
Well,
what's the science behind it? Why it's so dangerous?
I'm glad you asked about the science. Regularly taking longer to, number one, it might mean that you're drinking way too much more water. You could be drinking too much water, could lead to maybe even, water intoxication.
I've heard this whole drinking a ton of water stuff isn't that great for you. So I stick to beer. No, I'm just kidding. But some say that like drinking a gallon of water a day isn't that great for you.
Yeah, and the other thing is you don't want to hold too long because you can get something called nurse's bladder or teacher's bladder.
I probably have that.
And that can
Teacher's
happen.
bladder?
But because they can't go out to the bathroom
Yeah.
because they're in the middle of class?
Yeah, well, how about an MJ morning show? Big chunk of MJ, 120 minutes bladder.
We should make Roxanne's bladder. That's
Yeah.
a symptom. That should be a good deal.
And unusual peeing habits can reveal other conditions like diabetes, neurological disorders, prostate issues. Anyway, listen, I thought this was a very informational thing to bring up this morning on the MJ Morning Show.
From the bladder alarmists.
Interesting.
All right, do we have the Unsolved Mysteries music anywhere? I don't know. I have my generic mystery bed that we use all the time, but I don't know if we have the old Unsolved Mysteries music.
Yes.
I'll use this. And now. But, Fester, go to YouTube and I want the Unsolved Mysteries theme. That's what I want.
You know, Freevee has an Unsolved Mysteries channel. You can watch all the old
Oh,
ones.
I know.
I'm Robert.
They're really cool.
I think Tubi does as well.
I love the old ones
Yeah.
with Robert Stack.
Yeah, I think Tubi has the same thing.
Sorry, skip the ad.
All right, so hold on. Let me skip the ad here. And we have... I'm Robert Stack. Today on Unsolved Mysteries. You want to hear a great story? You want to talk about diligence?
What? What happened?
I'm Robert Stack. Unsolved Mysteries. A cold homicide case. I love this story. A cold murder case has been solved through this ingenious ruse. So, court documents just came out earlier this week out of Everett, Washington State. And it shows how they apparently nailed a murderer going back to the 1980s. And this ruse, this scam, this ingenious move is what caught the killer. So we have more. We don't have all the details I want. I'm still hungry for some more information, which I'll bring up here in a second. But Everett, Washington police secured some DNA that led to the murderer and the murderer led to the arrest of an individual in a 1984 cold case homicide. Here's what happened. June of 1984, 42-year-old Judith Judy Weaver was killed inside her home. And officials said they initially responded to her home for a report of a fire and found her inside. Mitchell Gaff, Mitchell Gaff, Gaff, 61, was arrested just last week. This murder happened in 1984. This guy was arrested last freaking week.
40 years later.
On a number of charges, including aggravated first-degree murder. He was officially charged with first-degree murder on Monday of this week in a Snohomish County, Washington State courtroom. He's pleaded not guilty. He's being held without bail. The court documents said that police in Everett, Washington started looking into the case in July of 2020, digging up some of the cold cases. They do this all the time. You got the cold case detectives that'll then revisit old cases, cold cases to see if they can make arrests.
Well, the technology now is so different than it was even 15 years ago.
This is insane. So back in 1984, there were some wrist ligature marks, and the victim apparently was tied up.
Okay.
And there was DNA left on the rope used to tie the victim up. So some skin, whatever. So whatever the DNA evidence, there was DNA that was left on the ropes that were used as ligatures to tie the woman up. So they had this DNA, and then they were able to match the DNA just recently to the DNA that was on the rope that tied the woman up back in 1984.
Oh, wow.
Listen to how they did this. This is what I'm heading toward.
Please. This is ghoulish.
They pretended to be a marketing research team asking people to taste different flavors of gum to tell which flavor gum you like the best.
Oh my God.
So this guy was a suspect, but they didn't have his DNA to tie him to the DNA that was left on the ligatures that tied the woman up back in 1984.
So he submits to a gum test?
Yeah. So
that sounds yummy.
Listen to this.
I'll take some juicy fruit.
Everett police detective Susan Logatetti and other undercover officers, they posed back in January, on January 17th, as representatives from a gum company to determine the favorite flavors of participants in a study. And the detectives collected multiple pieces of gum that they saw the suspect chew in front of them. And then they sent the chewed gum, the ABC gum, already been chewed. They sent that to the lab for the DNA. And it was a match to the DNA left on the ropes that tied the woman up who was murdered back in 1984. Is that not
so weird?
Is that not unbelievable? But how about the ruse of, hey, yeah, we're doing some marketing right now and a little focus group. Can you taste these gums?
Yeah.
Which flavors do you like the best?
How old is he now?
Oh, the dude is 61 years old today.
I like. 61's
sound like
61's
that.
not that old. Damn
No,
it.
dude.
I was thinking.
No, it's
How'd they do it? Just say,
well, that's what I.
Hi, sir. Would you like to participate in our study?
nothing like three guys sitting around enjoying a chew.
Now, I looked for further information and I couldn't find anything further. I mean, were they going door to door? Was he invited to?
Who goes door to door?
Taste this gum, sir.
Hi, we're going door to door.
Don't
We're
mind
gonna
me.
chew this gum.
Listen, that's why I'm asking the question. How did they do it?
Was
Did
it gum from China?
Did they follow him? Did they know his pattern, where he shopped? Did they set up a table outside of a supermarket, pretending to be the gum company, testing the gums?
I know a guy in Chinatown. I can get you some.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, and I want more information. How did they actually set up? Listen, you've heard of those ruses where they have a whole bunch of felons with warrants.
Yeah.
And they'll send messages out. Hey, you just won a free cruise. Come collect your prize. And they'll have them in a banquet room at a motel somewhere. And they'll have all of these felons with outstanding warrants sent, hey, you've just won either a color TV, a new cruise, or $10,000 in cash. Just come to the Armada room at the Holiday Inn, this Thursday at 12 noon to collect your prize, guaranteed winners. And then it's a cop bust. The police departments have done that ruse. So I don't know exactly how they set this up. I was looking everywhere for more information on where they set up the gum test. But is that not a great story to close a 40-year-old murder case by hoodwinking him into chewing gum and giving him feedback on which flavor he likes best?
Wow.
One thing I'm not doing if I murdered somebody is taking gum and chewing it from somebody else.
But, I've heard stories of cops following somebody and they would get a big gulp and then they throw it away and then the straw has their DNA.
Yeah,
on it.
go to their trash can.
That's another one. Hey, the Gilgo Beach killer.
That's right.
They followed him. He went to grab a couple of slices of pizza in Midtown Manhattan. They followed him because, remember, they thought he was a suspect because his cell phone was pinging in Manhattan, and the same phone was pinging near where, the bodies were buried at Gilgo Beach out on Long Island. And remember, they followed him. Detectives watched him eat pizza, discard the crust in the cardboard box on a bin on the streets of Manhattan, and they went behind him. They grabbed the pizza. They had his spit, his saliva on the edge of the crust, and that's how they matched him. Remember that?
Better have been a good slice of pizza, Rex.
Yeah. And that's recent. That's that Gilgo Beach murder dude.
Dildo Beach?
No, not
Dildo
It's
Beach.
Gilgo. Not Dildo.
Gilgo.
Jeez.
Gilgo, Gilgo.
Ears are deceiving me.
And then, that's what, where he murdered the call girls and the hookers and the prostitutes.
Awful.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh.
There is a nail salon. Now, I don't usually do foreign stories, but this is not that far, and this is just to the north of us.
What, Canada?
This is Canada, eh? Okay. All out and about.
All right. I'll take a Canadian story.
I want to know if Roxanne would do this, or I want to know if my wife, Michelle, would do this. A nail salon up in Canada is offering customers 20% off their pedicure if the customer allows the nail salon to take pictures of their feet to then post the pictures on a foot fetish website.
You had me up until foot fetish website, but then I did it for free with Fester.
Yeah, they have Wiki Feet. You don't need a foot fetish website.
Maybe it is WikiFeet. Maybe they have their own. Is it WikiFeet?
The top.
WikiFeet
like
is
a top tier fetish sites.
No. WikiFeet is by celebrity or famous person, which Roxanne is on there.
Yeah,
thanks to me.
Fester put Roxanne on WikiFeet. Roxanne was the featured foot of the day. Seriously, like 2 years ago.
I can't imagine they get too many submissions.
Tuesday's Tootsies.
Fester the weirdo secretly took pictures of Roxanne's feet while she had sandals on, and then Fester posted Roxanne's feet on WikiFeet, and then Roxanne was the featured foot of the day.
Yeah, and I haven't worn sandals since.
So you know what?
She wears ski boots now.
So here's
those are some nice Rosignol's you have on over there. Yeah.
So here's a rule that WikiFeet has that you can't just upload photos. The photos have to be published on another website.
Oh.
So I snapped like 50 photos of Roxanne's feet over like 2 years.
But that didn't work.
But they weren't posted on a website. So I went to our web manager here and I go, hey, can we have a link, like a secret link off of Q105.com where I just post Roxanne's feet? That way it'll be posted on the internet, although nobody will go to it. And then I can put it on WikiFeet. And the whole thing got shut down. So all the pictures of Roxanne on WikiFeet are pretty lame. No real close-ups.
No real feet close-ups. No.
Unfortunately.
Anyway, I thought this was a little creepy. We'll give you 20% off your pedicure if you allow us to take a picture of your foot and then post it on a foot fetish website.
I mean, they're being pretty upfront.
Yeah.
It's a pretty strong discount, and it's not your face. Right?
Roxanne, would you do it? Yes or no? If it's not your face,
20% off.
That's not enough.
How much does a pedicure cost?
I don't know. I've never gone for a pedicure.
$80, $100? I don't know.
Roxanne, how much is a pedicure?
I'm thinking, depends. If you get like a luxury pedicure, it's, close to 100 at times. Somewhere between 50 and 100.
Hold on. What's the difference between a luxury pedicure and a crappy pedicure?
Well, you can just start your very basics, just like a polish change, polish change.
All right,
and then you can move all the way up
Hold on. What's the difference between a Ritz-Carlton pedicure and a Comfort Suites or Red Roof Inn pedicure?
Well, I've never had either. I've never had either of those. I've never had a Ritz-Carlton pedicure.
You shoot for the middle, like a Hampton Inn or something, or a
Holiday Inn Express pedicure.
A Hyatt.
Yes, a Hyatt. I'll do a Hyatt pedicure.
You get a Hyatt pedicure, or a Hilton pedicure.
I don't think I've ever gotten.
How about an Embassy Suites pedicure?
Sounds good as long as you're going to have breakfast.
Yeah, Embassy Suites has a really good buffet in the morning.
I've never done a hotel pedicure, but basically, if you're going to pay for a luxury pedicure, now you're getting into, they're going to scrape your heels, they're going to wrap your legs in towels, they're going to give you a leg and foot massage.
How about the bath where you put your foot in and they have the fish eat your
My mom just
skin?
did that. My mom just did that. She sent me a photo of it the other day.
Okay, so hold on.
Oh man, we need to start piranha pedicures.
I am on the website right now for the Seminole Hard Rock Casino. They have their spa there, right? The Rock Spa and Salon. And on their menu of services, they do a signature pedicure. It's 75 minutes and it's $105.
All right. Does that sound about right, Roxanne?
I mean,
yeah, it does.
That's
yeah,
a
it does.
nice spa.
Can you pick your
nose? Yeah, of course. What, pick your what?
Yeah, your manicurist.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like a
what, like walking into a brothel.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take that. I'll take that
you
one.
make an appointment. I'm sure they're all qualified.
Hey, Michelle.
Yep.
Hey, how much is the pedicure when you go to the place on Kennedy? How much is the pedicure only? Do you know?
Oh, maybe like $50.
That's about right. That's what I said.
A Hard Rock pedicure, not the signature pedicure, is $80. So within a couple of dollars,
certainly within the
spa.
range.
Yeah.
That's the difference between having a spa at a hotel do it and just going to
a place in a plaza.
Korean nail place or Vietnamese nail place. All right. So, Michelle, would you allow a nail salon to take pictures?
Oh, listen to the whole sentence, Michelle.
I think she's listening to the show.
No.
Give it a chance.
It's 20%.
You already heard it, right?
Yeah, no, not doing it.
All right. So, do you think you don't think 20% is enough? What?
I don't know that I would even then go to a salon that's offering that.
Yeah. See that?
I'm just like suspicious.
I thought it was so creepy. Is like, how many women would be turned off and totally skeeved out by a nail salon saying, hey, if you'll let us take a picture of your foot and post it on a foot fetish website, we'll give you 20% off. How many women say, oh, man, that's gross. I'm not going there in the first place.
What's next? Hey, can we take an upskirt photo of you while you're sitting in the pedicure chair? And you mind if we put it on a fetish site?
We'll give you 30% off, though.
Yeah, 30.
Oh.
30 for that.
For an upskirt?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Between 20% for the feet and 30% for the upskirt, you're getting your feet done for half price.
Oh.
It's a bargain.
Suddenly it's a deal. Suddenly it's a deal.
Did you hear your long distance dedication earlier?
I did.
We finally got the right audio after the wrong audio.
I thought she was very gracious with all the booze.
Actually,
went through with everything.
You got to hand it to Kim Kardashian with all the booze. She handled it, as well as you can expect if you get up there.
What else could she do?
But I really dislike the Kardashians.
You don't even know them.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Sweet.
They're probably lovely people.
No, they're not.
Don't know. How do you know?
Everything I hear about Kim Kardashian, I mean, have you seen the video? She's very giving and gracious.
They're not.
And that was a while ago.
They are not good people. I'm sorry.
Can we put a moratorium on the Casey Kasem voice?
All right.
Please.
All right. No more Casey Kasem voice?
For a little
He's
while.
been dead for a decade.
Okay. All right. Michelle, have a lovely day. Oh, we're going to work out in a little bit.
Ooh.
We are. I shall see you there.
All right. I'll see you at the gym.
Ooh, get those pheromones going.
Get all sweaty together.
Yeah, get all sweated up for me, okay?
Oh, of course, always.
All right. Bye, sweetie. Bye, sweetie. Yeah. There we go. All right.
Esther, where are you going?
Oh, what do you mean?
Are you going to go pee? Are you going to pee? Time yourself?
It is 8:25 at the MJ Morning Show. Cash Kitty happened at 8 o'clock. The Cash Kitty's coming back at 10 o'clock right after the MJ Morning Show. Another shot at $1,000. Then the Cash Kitty at noon, 3 and 5 today. And as the Cash Kitty is purring, we, and the final purr coming up, we are getting ready for the $40,000 MJ Money Heist very quickly. It starts Monday morning. We're giving away $40,000 in cash. No one's done this. There's no other morning show in the history of Tampa Bay radio that has given out $40,000 in cash over 2 weeks. You know, this is a time where radio marketing and promotions and budgets are non-existent, and the MJ Morning Show is pulling off a $40,000 local MJ Morning Show listener cash contest. So next Monday, starting on this coming Monday, the 13th at 6 a.m., we'll blow out the first $1,000. And then it's every hour, every day next week. $1,000 at 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock hours. Your chance to call in and win the $1,000 by listening to the MJ Morning Show, knowing the previous hour's winner's first name. It's the cash tag deal. It's the money heist, folks. $40,000. Week number 1 starts on Monday morning at 6. Brought to you by the incredible folks at Lucan's Wine and Spirits, locations all over the Tampa Bay area. That's my store of choice. You know, this is a local family-run company right here in Tampa Bay, not a big national chain. And I just love their customer service. Their wine selection is amazing. Their liquor selection, their pricing, their friendliness. I'm a Lucan's fan, and thanks to Lucan's for sponsoring week number 1 of the MJ $40,000 money heist. And then week number 2, the second week, another $20,000, brought to you by the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So I'm very excited about this.
What is that?
What are you patting chicken fillets over there? What are you doing?
No. I had to run out and get a shaker of salt because
For what?
I hard-boiled eggs in my air fryer. It's my new thing.
You're banging eggs on the counter?
Yeah.
You have one for me?
No, I brought one. I don't think you guys would eat my eggs.
Are you kidding me?
You guys want my huevoses? I'll bring eggs tomorrow. I cook them up in my air fryer. It's the best hard-boiled egg I've ever had.
Breath is going to be great after that.
Yeah.
Do you make your yolks hard, or I like a nice soft yolk? I like kind of like a liquid core to my yolk.
I'm a medium yolk guy with my hard boiled.
I like them gelatinous. I hate hard-boiled eggs that are, it's so cooked that the yolk turns like that awful like morgue gray.
I like that.
Oh, I hate that. That's
nothing makes me hungry.
Look at that perfect yolk.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, it looks like the sun. Nice and perfect.
Ew, why does the yolk look like? Why does it come out in a ball?
You know what?
When you hard boil an egg, the yolk comes out in a ball. Have you ever hard boiled an egg before?
I look like an idiot.
That takes me back to like a solar system diorama I made with the kids back in 3rd grade. Yeah. Oh, Fester's eating the yolk right now. Andrew, did you just get that on camera?
That's my favorite part.
Roxanne, smell his breath.
Oh, no, thank you.
After an egg yolk.
Ew.
Nice sulfury egg yolk.
You were out.
Don't do that. You're going to die.
You were out in the hallway searching for your lost shaker of salt?
No, I'm in the kitchen.
You found it?
Yeah.
Hey, let me run this by you. I've got a couple of things that I want to survey the team here on. And the first one is there is a new Zillow survey. Zillow.com, the home values, which I call BS on a lot of those Zillow numbers to begin with. But I don't want to do this. According to Zillow, 44% of adults say that if they could, they would buy their childhood home as an adult if they had the money to buy the home.
Really?
Yeah.
My parents still live in my childhood home. I'm always there.
Now, all right, the homes that I've lived in, I don't know if my parents owned the apartment. I've lived in, as a kid, when I lived at home, I lived in 4 different places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, as a kid, I lived in 4 different places when I was home before I went off to college. The first one was an apartment building in Bay Terrace, Queens, New York. And I actually drove by there about 4 or 5 years ago. And it's still just a big, red brick, almost like
Sounds lovely.
It's not like the projects, but
rough neighborhood.
It's not like It's
You
actually
grew up in the hood.
It's actually pretty decent. No, I wasn't in Section 8 housing or
Is that
anything.
where you lived when your dad knew the killer?
Did you run the streets?
No. That was we were up in Nanuet.
Okay.
So I've lived in 4 different places. An apartment in Bay Terrace, Queens. Then my parents in 1969. It was the summer of '69. By the way, got my first real 6-string. Played it till my fingers bled.
Yeah.
Where'd you buy it?
Summer of '69.
Where'd you buy it? Remember the store? Remember? Buy it at a 5 and dime?
Bought it at the 5 and dime. Yeah. All right. So that was until I was 3 years old. We had the apartment. Then we moved to Nanuet, New York, 18 Daisy Court, Nanuet, New York.
It's quite a
right
trip down memory lane.
Okay, all right. So we get it.
Hold on.
You don't need every address.
Then we moved to Virginia Beach, and I lived at the 4820 Haygood Point Road.
Okay.
Then we built a new house at 2049 Thomas Bishop Lane in Virginia Beach. Those are the 4 places where I lived. And I got to be honest, I don't think the point is the reason why I'm laying this out. 4 different places. I don't think I'd want to own any of those places as an adult. So
okay, good. So it doesn't apply to you.
Nearly half of adults say they would buy their childhood home if they had the money.
Why?
That's the question. All right, Roxanne, would you buy your childhood home if you had the money? You very well might have the money.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to go through all 10 of the homes that I've had,
why don't
just like you just did.
Go ahead. No, seriously. Would you? Yes or no?
Okay, my father lived in a beautiful, beautiful house that I would like to buy, but something bad happened there, so probably won't.
What happened there?
Well,
triple murder?
Well, my dad did.
right.
Okay.
This is
Not trying to bring the show down, but but I love that house. And Doug and I actually kind of look at that house sometimes and are like, oh, wow, could we get that house? I do love it.
Where was that house?
That was in East Lake Woodlands. But what I really loved is when my parents first got divorced, my dad got this tiny little apartment. And when we first started staying there with him, there would be like cockroaches on the couch.
Oh, nice.
And my sister and I are like freaking out. But we have good memories there, like baking birthday cakes.
All right, so
maybe I'll just buy that apartment for fun.
All right, back to the original
Yeah.
question. Any of your childhood homes would you want to buy?
Yes, I would. The one at in Dunedin, Saddle Hill Road South. I did like that one.
Okay. And Fester, are you looking at your old house like in 5 towns?
No, this is 8 Johnson Place, Lindenhurst, New York.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah.
That was your house right there?
This is the house before I moved to Florida.
In Lindenhurst, New York, out on Long Island.
I used to jump off this roof.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Does the house look the same today? He's looking at Google Maps.
You know what? I always you remember things bigger. I always thought we lived in a really big house.
Right.
And then you look at it now, it's not. It's just a regular,
Right?
As an adult, would you like to buy your childhood home in Lindenhurst, New York, out on Long Island?
Absolutely not. No, I have no desire to live in
Froggy, you were born and raised right here in the Tampa Bay area. What's your gig? What's your deal?
Well, my parents still live in my childhood home.
Oh, they do?
I mean, I don't understand why you would want to. It's been remodeled 100 times. I don't know, it doesn't even look like the same house.
I mean,
I would like to see my old bedroom as it was back in the day, maybe with my Paula Abdul.
Well, hold on, but your parents still live there. You can just walk in and take a look at your old bedroom.
Yeah, but it's been it's a guest room now.
Oh, you know what? I love the homes where the kids have been out for 25 years
and they leave
they still have the Farrah Fawcett poster on the wall.
See, I wish my parents left it. My Larry Bird poster.
Yeah. Should we ask our listeners, would you like to buy your childhood home, or should I just move the hell on? You make the call, guys.
I mean, it's hit or miss. Some people have these really sentimental memories, and other people will be like, yeah, that's where my uncle touched me. I don't want to go back there. I mean, I don't know,
that's
man.
Awful. Hey, reach into my pocket. I got some Werther's Originals in there.
I mean, I think, what did it say, 50%? I think that might actually be accurate. Some people be like, I'd buy my parents' home.
And maybe you'd buy half of them, and the other half you wouldn't buy.
Shall I just move on? Yeah, I will. I will just move on.
Speaking of Zillow, have you seen the new reality show on Max? Brown Zillow listings.
Brown Zillow?
Around Zillow.
Oh, I thought you said Brown Zillow.
No, Brown Zillow.
Yeah, you said Brown Zillow.
Yeah, you did. You said Brown Zillow.
Yeah, it focuses. That's a new website, Brown Zillow. It's only bathrooms.
All right. So, what's the story now on Max?
Yeah, it's like a Zillow gone wild, and like the first episode was released last week.
This is a new reality show on Max.
It's like a home visit show where that what's that guy that Jack? Jack McBrayer.
Oh, the guy from 30 Rock.
Yeah.
The page, the goofy intern page guy.
But he's
the host.
He's the host, and they go to like these funky homes. I've only seen the trailer for it, but it's like a home visit show, but it's a Zillow-based show off of Zillow's site, and it's branded with their logo. So
but they're all like weird homes or weird features.
All the Zillow Gone Wild has been a Facebook page or an Instagram handle for a long time with the nuttiest homes you find. Now it's their TV show, and if you want to sign up, you can.
Interesting.
All right.
Not really.
I have another medical health update here on the MJ Morning Show. If you've been taking zinc, the element zinc, Froggy, spell zinc.
Z-I-N-C.
Wow, that's correct.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
I thought you would have messed that up. If
what do
you
you
are,
think I am?
Wait, MJ. One thing I want to tell you. I know something about zinc that I learned on the.
What did you learn about zinc?
This stuck in my head. I learned it on the MJ Morning Show.
Wow.
You did a story one time that zinc makes your Botox last longer.
When did I do that?
You don't even remember?
Hold on. While you were with us or prior?
You didn't talk zinc and Botox prior. Of course, while I was with you.
All right. I don't recall that. But let me tell you what I do recall is the story I saw last night.
Oh my God! Don't type "zinc makes your" into Google and let them finish the sentence.
Why?
It's really foul. It's really not appropriate for radio.
All right. Well, anyway, zinc. People have thought that taking zinc will reduce the length of a cold.
Yeah, people have thought that.
Yeah.
True.
And now there's new research out that says that the old research that suggested that might be just full of crap. Yeah. I was thinking, should we do a little parody song to this?
No, we shouldn't.
Yeah, I think we should. I think. Zinc stinks! Yeah, yeah!
Oh, God, never do that again.
That's your idea? All right.
Oh. Now, all kidding aside, yeah.
Everything I've ever heard is that zinc is something a good supplement to take while you're under the weather, while you don't feel well.
New research has found that taking zinc might not shorten a cold. So now all of that research is coming into question. So
why so contrarian?
Just a little, it's not me. I'm not making this up. This is not my research from the MJ lab.
But it's these scientists. Okay, let's say the exact opposite of what people believe, and we'll get published.
Well, you know what? I have some contrarian thoughts about that.
Somewhat?
Contrarian thoughts about that.
And those are what?
That I stop taking vitamins when I get sick. You know why?
It burns a hole in your stomach lining.
No, because I feel like the vitamins are going to feed the germ and make the germ stronger.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I just
we love vitamins.
You know, especially Flintstones chewables.
I love pebbles.
Yeah. Give me more. I'm a germ.
Bam, bam, bam,
bam, bam, bam, bam. Let's go bam, bam on Roxanne's system. Yeah.
I just drink water. That's the only thing I do.
Feed the germs.
Hey, the word is out that this is going to be a horrific summer at the box office. Is that
hasn't it been horrific like for the last 3 years?
No, they've had dude.
Since Oppenheimer.
I don't go to the movies.
Listen, Oppenheimer and Barbie last summer.
Right.
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
Since Oppenheimer and Barbie, name one movie that's come out.
Yeah, you gotta say you gotta have more than two.
Fall Guy.
Yeah, that's supposed to be remarkably mediocre.
I only know that because of the Beavis and Butthead skit from SNL.
Oh man, that is still hysterical.
And the other movie was
Dune, because it gave out a phallic-looking popcorn bucket. That's the only reason why I know that, because kids were making out with their buckets.
No, it was a butt bucket.
Yeah,
it looked like a rectum bucket. It was like you're eating your popcorn out of a rectum.
This is how I like it.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so and speaking of Dune, when does Dune 2 come out?
It's already out.
Did it come out already?
They already gave out the bucket. Yeah, this is about like 2 months.
Because all right, whatever. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because I never saw Dune. I saw parts of the original Dune out of the '80s, and that was a disaster. But the Dune 1 or the newer Dune, I never saw that. And Julian wants us to see Dune 2, but he wants us to watch Dune 1 first. Because Julian said that Dune 2 is just visually stunning, and he said it's phenomenal. But, that genre, it's just not really my...
The Mad Max
it's
style
It's
crap?
not my COT. It's a cup of tea. Yeah, it's not my thing. And then I get the whole lecture. You need to broaden your horizons. All you want to watch is Goodfellas, Casino, Blues Brothers.
That's it. That's what you need.
That's all. That's, exactly. Froggy, are you in agreement with me?
And Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld's
Yes.
good. Yeah,
It's a must.
yeah. And
all I
old
really-
episodes of Cops.
That's it.
I'm looping those nonstop now on
They're so great.
Tubi or whatever I'm watching.
Somebody told me that there's
Not Tubi. What am I watching? Pluto.
Somebody told me on one of these streaming services there's a police chase channel.
Yeah, that's on. Oh yeah,
Just police chases,
listen,
from the helicopter.
Yes,
That's what I want to watch.
All right, hold on. I'll tell you exactly. It is right above the Cops streaming channel. Seriously.
Yeah, it's in the section of crime.
If you go to Pluto TV, and I'm kind of a recent. I've known about Pluto now.
You're a Pluto head.
Listen, Pluto's been around, I think, since like 2012 or 2013. I've been aware of Pluto, but I just never really went to Pluto. And I just went to Pluto recently because they've got like 2 ways to watch the old Cops episodes. It's really cool. You're watching like Cops in Jersey City in 2001 or something.
Yeah, those old ones are great.
The old ones are fantastic. And on Pluto TV, you can either go to the live channel where it just runs episode after episode, or you can do the on demand where they have like 30 seasons of Cops and like 40 episodes a season, and you can watch them. So I've been doing that. But Fester, you're right. On Pluto TV, they have the car chase channel, and they have the news video, like from Channel 9, KCAL, Los Angeles, or KCBS, Los Angeles. And they have like the extended car chases where their choppers are in the air for like an hour and 30 minutes following some, car running up the 5 through, Calistoga or something, or Castaic or whatever, So some of these end with like crashes, but man, I'll tell you what sucks. It's very funny you brought this up because I actually have this note
About that?
Yes, I on my little sheet where I keep little notes. I put a little note about the car chase channel, and I've watched a few of those. But let me tell you what I hate: you invest like 38 minutes, and you're watching the chase, and then you hear, "Oh, we're running low on fuel. We got to turn back."
Yeah,
and it's like so they'll run those as well. They need to weed those out on the car chase channel on Pluto TV. They need to just run the ones that end up with like spike strips, the tires blowing out, riding on rims and shooting sparks for, 36 miles, gouging the pavement, the car flipping over, smashing into fruit stands. Those are the ones they need to run. But yes, Fester, it's on Pluto TV, and it's called it's the car chase channel.
Okay, all right. I want to watch.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. I want to watch it.
Yeah. You remember back in the day, like all the networks, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, they used to you go back to like 2000, 2002, 2005. They used to stop all news and follow a car chase for like an hour.
We would watch them in the studio, and the show would end, and we wouldn't even leave. We were just waiting for the crash.
Because what happened is when our show was over, it was morning time in L.A.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we would catch the morning.
Just waiting.
I remember there was and then they went on delay. Because you remember what happened? They used to run them totally live, and then they went on delay because there was a crazed car chase where the guy drives from Los Angeles out into the desert area, drives off the road, and the choppers are following him, runs out of the car, and then he shoots himself on live TV. And it's boom, right after that, they all went to 20-second delays from the chopper chases. So, hey, where was it? Oh, the box office. So how did we get sidetracked here?
We're talking about crappy movies, and I got to on the TV, and then I got to the...
apparently, Hollywood says that this summer is going to be horrific.
Really?
That it's going to be apparently they think that this year's box office at the summer movies, it's going to be the worst in nearly a quarter century. They think the worst since 2000, and it's going to be $1 billion off of the monster summer that they had last year with the whole Barbenheimer thing with Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Is there anything on the horizon that's worth a duty?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Like, I knew Oppenheimer was coming. I was looking forward to Oppenheimer last summer, which I can't believe that we're getting close to a year since Oppenheimer and Barbie were out. It's like, Mike, where's the time going? It's insane.
Right.
But I can't think of anything. I haven't heard any hype job. There's like no, I think, blockbuster movie that's coming, right?
What about Beetlejuice?
Yeah, there's a couple of remakes.
Yeah,
I think
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is one. Is there another?
What's up?
Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
So everything that's like on people's radar is their remakes.
And then who's doing the Megapolis thing?
What?
Who's that? Megapolis. That, I think that's supposed to be, one of the bigger movies. But as far as here it is. Fester just found it. Megalopolis. Megalopolis is an upcoming American epic science fiction drama written, directed, and produced by Francis Ford Coppola.
Okay.
Set in an imagined modern America following a devastating disaster, the film features an ensemble cast featuring Adam Driver, Giancarlo Esposito. That's Gus Fring from Breaking Bad.
Oh, he's awful.
What are you talking about? He's the best. Giancarlo Esposito. He's got some streaming series out, which I don't know what it's called. Natalie Emmanuel, Aubrey Plaza, Shia LaBeouf, John Voight, Talia Shire, from Rocky. Yeah, so this is coming out when? What's the release date? Do we have a date on this yet?
I don't know. Music.
2024.
No, it's coming out
next week.
Yeah, next week.
Or last week.
No.
What's today's date?
Today's the 9th of May. It comes out on the 16th.
Next week.
Oh, no. It's It's going to come out at Cannes. So it's going to be released at the Cannes Film Festival next week.
Let's go.
So what is it supposed to hit the theaters?
I don't know.
So that's supposed to be pretty good, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God, Blues Brothers 2025 is coming out.
God, no, it's not.
It's starring.
I'm still scarred from Blues Brothers
It's starring
2000.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah. A couple of things here on the Hollywood or celebrity scene. Speaking of homes and childhood homes and adulthood homes, how would you like to own the home where he died? In the pool in the back.
I need a pronoun, pal. Who's he?
That is a pronoun.
I need a pronoun. Oh.
Is it up for sale?
Yep. So you were able to determine for my little.
You said the pool and death.
Yeah. And then.
And you gave the accepted pronoun for that identifier.
Yeah, the late Friends star Matthew Perry's mid-century home in the Hollywood Hills is on the market. It is for sale, $5.19 million. You know what's going to happen. And we've talked about this in the past, that you've got like sicko gawker sightseers that like to go to like murder houses or, houses where people passed away.
Kind of like you and I like to do with the O.J. Simpson case, right?
Listen, Michelle and I did that back in 1994.
I did it with Doug.
Yeah, we did it as well.
All right. So, Roxanne, would this make a good Airbnb? You buy it for $5 million, but you charge $10,000 a night to swim in the pool that Matthew Perry.
Obviously, we're talking about, it's Matthew Perry. So Matthew Perry's home, which is a mid-century L.A. Hollywood Hills, on the market for $5.19 million. But what I was saying is that I'm sure the agent's going to get calls from people that want to just go there and take pictures like poolside, and you got like some folks that are just scamming and they're pretending to be buyers.
Yeah, okay, but this isn't like some townhouse in Valrico. Okay?
No,
But you probably have to pre-qualify to see this home.
What did I see recently? What was? Oh, I know what it was. What movie was that? I saw a movie with Michelle, with the real estate agent, and she disappeared. The husband was the suspect. And God, what movie was that? That was a pretty good movie.
Oh.
And then they're showing the home, and it was a home where someone died, and the people rush in, and the girl lies on the floor in the position where the woman was murdered in the house up for sale.
What movie was that?
I got a picture. You know, I just saw it in the last 4 or 5 months.
Is it Perfect Plan?
No.
Was it? How long ago was the movie made?
No, maybe it was Perfect Plan. No.
I typed.
Was it a new movie? Was it a decade-old movie?
Oh, what was that?
Michelle will know.
Yeah, I'll ask Michelle during the break. All right, I have more Hollywood dirt we got to get to, Hollywood stuff. Apple is getting a ration of crap about this new commercial for the new iPad. Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah, you know what? We got to play it and describe it, and then we'll also tell you where to watch it. But Apple is getting a load of crap for their new campaign for the new ultra-thin iPad, which was just announced this week.
MJ, you just did a story about an hour ago about you shouldn't pee for more than 20 seconds, and I have sat here in my chair for an hour having to pee.
Okay, go
so I'm
pee.
going to go time myself. I'm going to time
Number
myself
one,
and see if I'm in danger.
Record it.
I'll tell you
Record
what,
it. We need the audio.
Start the stopwatch
I'm going to.
on your phone, and then show us the time when you get back.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, 8:52 at the MJ Morning Show. Quick break. We're back in minutes. Don't forget, Cash Kitty's on the way at 10 o'clock. So just over an hour from right now, your chance to win $1,000 with the Cash Kitty. Keep listening. 10 o'clock, Roxanne will have the new word for you to text in and win $1,000 with the Cash Kitty. Then noon, 3 and 5 p.m. later today. And then, of course, on Monday, we start the MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist. And your chance to win $1,000 every hour, every day for 2 solid weeks. Brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits, locations all over the Tampa Bay area, and the Kemp Law Group. 8:52, back momentarily. is the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 9:04. It is a Thursday morning. Reptile. Yeah, Fester. How'd you figure it out?
The 2,000 people that sent me a text message. Reptile. It's starring Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that's right, Justin Timberlake.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I'm telling you right now. It
was about him and his pet snake?
No, it was about. Bring up the description of the movie. I saw this. It must have been 6 months ago. It's been
That's
a while.
the trailer. I would want the trailer.
Yeah, no, but just bring up like the description. Was it Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
Wikipedia, Reptile, the film.
Yeah, here we go. Reptile is a 2023 American crime thriller film directed by so-and-so. In his feature film directorial debut from a screenplay he co-wrote with Benjamin. The story he wrote, the film stars, Benicio del Toro's in the thing, Justin Timberlake, Alicia Silverstone.
Where's she been for the last 20
Eric
years?
Bogosian. I thought the movie was great. The plot: Will Grady finds his girlfriend Summer Ellswick brutally murdered, and then in one of the scenes, the house is being like shown, and like these murderabilia folks show up, and it's like this guy and a girl, and they wanted a picture where she was found, and she lies on the floor like in the same position as the police report. It was a creepy scene, and that's what we were talking about. So yeah, I recommend it. Reptile, which is available on Netflix.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Froggy, add that to your list, man. Watch Reptile. You love that kind of stuff.
All right.
I thought it was a very good movie. Hey, Fester, bring up the Apple commercial. I meant to tell you to do that during the break.
Okay.
Yeah, so Apple has a lot of people roiled.
Roiled?
Yes.
Wow, I don't hear that word used in that context often.
Ruffled, roiled, a lot of people. How about pissed off?
Apple commercial, what am I looking for? Thin?
Yeah, it's
iPad?
It's the new Apple commercial for the iPad. And I think it's right. Is it right there?
The one from one day ago with 14 million views?
Yeah, see if that one has all the stuff being crushed. And people are like, I don't know if they pulled it, but the response has been, it's been terrible. Yeah, I don't know if that's it. Yeah, that is that's not the right one.
Yeah, this is like a mini movie.
Yeah, that's not the right one. But it's what it is they have like this giant like compactor, and it's like this giant like room-sized compactor, and they have like all kinds of like pop culture and technology. You know, Fester, go to deadline.com or here's what you do. Type in deadline.com because I want to describe all the items. This has really alienated people. So, but go to Deadline and go to Google first. Type in deadline.com, Apple's crushing iPad ad. Okay. Just type in that. Deadline.com,
right.
Apple's crushing iPad ad. And this has a lot of people just upset. And, you know, people are saying that this is like a disastrous ad for Apple. And everyone hates it. And like even like celebrities are commenting on this commercial that has just come out, and it's for the new iPad Pro, and they're saying, all right, hit stop. And they're using a Sonny and Cher song, All I Ever Need Is You. And people are just turned off by this.
It's a little over a minute long.
Yeah, you had the big Apple event, and they introduced the new iPad Pro. It's like a quarter of an inch thick. It's like the thinnest iPad of all time now.
Is that thing going to bend? Probably going to like that one phone. It was so thin, you'd sit down and it'd bend.
Yeah, I mean, you can't sit on the damn thing. I don't think you've got a pocket.
I sit on mine.
I don't think you got a pocket big enough to have a iPad 12.9 inch Pro or whatever.
I don't know what kind of pants you're wearing.
I mean, he uses his front pocket. It's pretty
in
big.
the back. But people are just really turned off by this thing.
I want to see it.
Released yesterday at a virtual launch by the tech giant ahead of the new iPad May 15 drop. Minute-long ad is called Crush. And it literally crushes most of the physical history of creativity. So they're crushing things that like are cherished and like beloved.
Like grandma's ashes?
Well,
I mean, like what?
Pet rock?
Watch, Froggy, bring your microphone a little closer. Watch. Well,
Sorry.
What are you doing?
There's a lot of stuff over here. All right, let's see.
All right, roll the ad, Fester. Oh, I got it. Here we go. So I'll describe it. It starts off with like a metronome going back and forth. Then it goes to like an old Technics SL1200 turntable with an album on top. And it starts off, you hear the... And then all of these items are on this, like, this table. And then this crusher starts lowering. It obliterates a trumpet.
I've never seen a crusher this big before.
Now it smashes like a Space Invaders arcade machine. Then the crusher continues, and it starts crushing cans of paint in different colors on top of an upright piano.
This is cool.
Spraying paint everywhere. Then it starts crushing computer monitors. There goes the metronome. Here comes like cameras and busts of composers. And then now the record player gets smashed in a moment. There's a TV set gets blown up. Camera lenses. There's a guitar that blows out. Books are getting smashed. There's like little stress balls. The eye pops out.
Emoji faces.
The emoji stress balls. And then it smashes everything. It's just unsettling.
Why?
I
love this commercial.
What's the point they're making?
Everything they've smashed into an iPad.
That's what
the
they're,
music, the timer, the paints.
What
the
they're saying
coloring,
is that
emojis.
they're smashing all of everything that we've loved and known, and they're smashing it into the ultra thin new 1/4-inch iPad Pro.
Wow,
this is a brilliant commercial.
Well, you're the only one that thinks so.
Nah, you're stupid.
Yeah, me and Apple, the $1 trillion company. I'll side with them instead of a bunch of trolls online.
By the way, Apple sales are down. iPad sales are way down. Phone sales are actually down. Apple's not making the numbers that were expected of them. But a lot of folks just don't like this.
I can watch.
I don't understand.
I can watch crushing videos. The ones with the machines, those kinds.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying that this commercial is sort of like a new Coke fiasco.
No, people are retarded.
All right.
Okay,
Best.
that was the wrong use of that
What
word.
is the matter with you? How old are you?
I just dumped
Yeah,
that.
that was the wrong use of the word.
I just dumped that so we don't get picketed.
Yeah,
What are you,
people
12?
are morons. There we go. Let's go with morons. People are morons.
I don't like the commercial. I found it disturbing.
Disturbing?
Disturbing.
There's babies being squished.
Yeah,
What the heck?
seriously, it's like they had like live animals.
This video offends me.
Listen, I've watched enough videos of things getting crushed to accept this for the art that it is.
I'm disturbed, okay?
I'm in between. I don't care.
You don't care?
I mean, I'm not disturbed like you, and I'm not like I don't like it like Fester.
I'm not offended by it, that's for sure.
We have...
Oh, sorry, I hit play again.
Yeah, stop playing it. All right, so we have an update on the Miami Grand Prix pricing. Some were trying to suggest, this is all taken out of context because the ridiculously priced food items, that those were the prices to order for the suite. I'm sorry. In what freaking world can you justify a $190 fruit plate? Okay, they're bringing a fruit plate to a suite for the Miami Grand Prix. $190? Get out of here.
How many people are in the suite?
Not enough for a $190 fruit plate. You got $10 worth of fruit, and they're selling the damn thing for $190.
Maybe
Get out of here.
Really good fruit.
Yeah, so some are trying to make an excuse. Oh, it's taken out of context. And no, I'm sorry, it's not. There are many. You're telling me in the suite, a bottle of Woodford Reserve that should be, what, $44.99 or something like that, and they're selling it for $560? I'm taking that out of context?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Roxanne's correct. Roxanne knows crazy.
When
when
Roxanne
you
says something's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it. When you go to Miami and you you go out to dinner there, you're like, okay, I cannot afford to live here. So it's already, the bar is high already in South Florida, but that's a next level craziness.
Listen to this. This woman thought they were checking her out like, ooh, she looks good. But there was actually something way more meaningful here. And this got posted on social media. I thought this was very interesting. This woman was being looked at by a couple of guys at this bar or restaurant. So this woman said, oh, man, the guys are checking me out. All right. Well, turns out that she found out from the guys that were looking at her that she had a rare genetic disorder. What are you laughing?
Oh, no.
I'm an elephant woman.
Why are you laughing at this?
Because it's just keep going, please.
You didn't expect me to say that?
No. Does she have a baby arm coming up her head?
Well, that's the beauty of the show. You never know what the hell is gonna. If you had coffee in your mouth, you would have spit that out.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal. Her name is Bodil Jansen. She's from Amsterdam, and turns out she has something called Marcus Gunn jaw winking syndrome.
What?
What are you
What
laughing?
is that?
Why the
Marcus Gunn jaw winking.
Why are you
Crazy.
laughing?
What is she just winking?
What is the matter with you?
Marcus, what? Like Marcus the name?
She's got MGJW, which is Marcus Gunn. Marcus, Gunn, jaw winking syndrome. And she discovered she had this when she was working in this bar/restaurant. A man came and said that she was very special after he saw her eating a carrot in the bar. So she saw these guys staring at her.
She's just gnawing on a carrot.
Turns out it was like some doctors noticed that she had this syndrome. And
Weird.
it happens when she was eating the carrot. She was experiencing these involuntary, simultaneous upward movement of one of her eyelids whenever she moved her lower jaw.
Wow.
So she would. So I'm going to do this in MJ TV right now. So she would move her upper jaw, and then her eyelid would go. So
And she never noticed this twitch
Man.
before her?
Aw.
Nobody ever told her?
yeah. So she would have this.
The hell's the matter with her?
Well, she's got Marcus Gunn jaw winking syndrome. So the jaw, and then it makes you wink, and it makes your eyebrow go whoop.
Dude, here's a couple of still photos of another guy with Marcus
Gunn jaw winking
Look
syndrome.
at this. He opens it. Froggy, come here.
Yeah.
Here he is with his mouth closed, and he looks like just a normal male face.
Yeah.
And then he has one eye that's just boing, and the other eye is
like
still
the
normal.
Eye is protruding.
Yeah. It's like the eyes popping out in the Vice in the Goodfellas. What was that Casino? The Vice.
That's Casino.
That was Casino, right?
Well, it was in the back room at Casino where it happened.
No. The Vice, that was
Casino.
It was the fingers smashed with the hammer. That was Casino.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. So that's how she found out that she had this syndrome.
Man.
She says that it doesn't really affect her life that much. She says she's used to it. She says that people often randomly stare at her while she's eating, especially people she doesn't know.
Because her eyes are bulging out of her head.
Yeah, they say, whoa!
Excuse me,
or,
ma'am.
as Ric Flair would say, whoa! What's wrong with your eyeball? What's going on here? And she's got this Marcus Gunn jaw winking syndrome. How rare is this?
Must be very rare.
Well,
You don't really see
I've
people
got
with
itchy elbow butt pucker disease.
I'm curious. I didn't see how many people it actually affects.
Is it a disease or just a quirky thing? I mean, she's not going to die from it, right? She's not going to go to the hospital with her eye bulging out every time she opens her face.
So, one in how many? Because they say that there are 300 documented cases. So there has to be
That's
more.
it?
Yeah, I mean, there's only 300 documented. You have a planet with 8 billion people, and there are 300 recorded cases. Oh, wait a minute. We have a caller that. What? There are 300 known cases? And we have a caller calling in?
What number is this guy, 287?
All right, hang on a minute. Good morning. It's MJ and the crew. This is Michelle.
Hi.
Michelle, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Holiday.
And you have this Marcus Gunn jaw winking syndrome?
Well, the way that you are describing this woman's story and her symptoms, I have the exact same thing.
All right, when you chew and you drop your lower jaw, one of your eyes pops up?
Yep, and it goes up and down, up and down. And my friends back in junior high first made me aware of it, and they would always make fun of me, and I just played it off. And then, I got older and married, and my kids noticed it and started making fun of me every time I would chew my food. And it's when I look down.
Oh, my God.
When I chew my food and look down, one of my eyes goes up and down, uncontrollably.
Does it almost like bulge out, like one eyelid is like normal and the other one's like wide open or crazy looking?
Yes.
Well, that's it. You're one of. Hold on. Now it's 301 documented cases.
Hold on. Have you seen a doctor?
Never been formally diagnosed.
How do you go your entire life with a wonky eye and you never just run it by your general care physician?
I don't know, because it never bothered me.
So you've never approached a doctor about the wonky eye and the jaw deal?
Nope.
Wow.
You never had a doctor's appointment where they say at the end, is there anything else you'd like to talk about? And you're like, and your eyes just going bang, 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 bang. And you're like, nope.
Yes, nope. And I wear eyeglasses and I go get, eye exams, but I've never mentioned it. And I guess I will next time now.
Well, Michelle, there are only 300 or so recorded cases on the planet, and you're like 301 right on US 19 and holiday.
Woohoo!
Okay, Michelle, this is going to sound really awkward. This is Fester. Can you text me a video of what happens, like a 20-second video? Just shoot it on your phone and send it to me.
We ought to just have her come in here tomorrow.
Let's not go crazy.
Why not?
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's kind of boring.
I could do the video for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do the video. Let me see how it goes. I'm very concerned. Well, who do we even see, MJ? Does she see a ophthalmic?
Well, that would be an ophthalmologist or an ophthalmic surgeon. I think that's what you're trying to say.
That's a hard
word.
word.
Hey, listen, I could call my buddy Dr. Chuck and see if he's heard of Marcus Gunn jaw winking syndrome.
I'll tell you what, how about this?
Well, that's crazy. That's a but like I said, there's no discomfort.
Right.
I forget that I have it until someone points it out and laughs at me.
Michelle, how about
many
this?
people make fun of you?
But yeah, seriously.
It's horrible.
Michelle, send me a video.
Look at her eye.
Okay,
my kids do that.
How about you send me like a 20-second video of this happening, and I will send it to Dr. Chuck.
Dr. Chuck Sloan.
And he is one of the top eye doctors in the world.
On the planet.
Yeah,
in
seriously.
the universe.
And maybe get his take on what's going down, or if he can direct us to somebody else to seek some kind of, I don't know. I wonder what's going on.
Or if he's ever seen a case of Marcus Gunn jaw winking syndrome. All right, Michelle, let me put you on hold, and Festa will get your information, okay?
Okay.
Hey, but thank you for calling in.
Love you guys.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate it, Michelle. She's on hold. Man, it's great. We don't even ask for calls, and people call in on the most obscure things.
And that's a rare thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like 300 cases in the world, and there's a woman in Holiday that's got it. All right, 9:23 at the MJ Morning Show. We'll do the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on a Thursday next. Got a lot to cram in. You know what I say? The final segment, it's not remnants and crap and leftover, like superfluous, C-list material. No, it's all good stuff. Final chunk. Also, don't forget the Cash Kitty's on the way at 10 o'clock. So about 37 minutes away, the Cash Kitty's going to roll out another $1,000. A new word. You get to text it in, win $1,000. And also, don't forget, we start the MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist on Monday morning. Your chance to win $1,000 every hour, every day, all next week. Brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits. Lucan's locations all over the place for your wine and spirits. Best in town, MJ certified. And then the following week, we do it again. Another $20,000. And that's brought to you by the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So $40,000 we're giving away in the next couple of weeks here on the MJ Morning Show. No one's doing this. Nobody. This is local winners. I'll have every winner on the air. No one does this. This is historic. All right, Froggy, can you make any more noise getting out of your chair?
Sorry.
Man, that's cracking and popping like the floor is going to collapse at some bar mitzvah in Israel or something.
Sorry.
Remember that video? Oh, my God. All right, quick break. 9:24 at the MJ Morning Show. Oh, let me tell you about Moffat here quickly. Pump up the kitty. Pump up the kitty. Pump up the kitty. Meow, meow. Pump up the
Thought you were flirting her.
The Cash Kitty's less than half an hour away. Roxanne, are you ready for the Cash Kitty?
I think so. Yeah, if I can find her.
Yeah, 10 o'clock this morning, Roxanne's going to have another word for your shot at $1,000. Cash Kitty on the way in just a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting all day for it.
Is it time?
It is time.
Hal Herman news?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Did we forget about Hal Herman news?
No.
Did we have Hal Herman news?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a late edition of Hal Herman News Headlines.
No, we can't do that to Hal. He already left. He's pissed.
What do you mean?
He is pissed.
It's time for a Hal Herman Headlines.
No. Hal Herman needs his time. 7:45 to 8 o'clock.
Dude, hold on a minute.
All right, this is not going to fly. And I have it right here. I could do it.
If you only were Hal.
Dude,
if I only was Hal.
Dude, Hal Herman Headlines. What's wrong with doing a late edition? We always do it at like 7:50, 7:58, 8 o'clock.
No.
What's wrong with doing a Hal Herman at 9:33 on a Thursday morning?
Hal pitched a fit and he left. He's like, I'm getting bumped for Ric Flair and all this other crap. Screw this. And he took an Uber home. He says, I'll be back tomorrow.
Hal Herman's Headlines, Tampa Bay's most trusted source for news. More Americans get their news from Hal Herman than from any other source. Fox News blows. For the facts, Hal Herman knows. Screw CNN. Hal Herman is the most trusted name in news. MSNBC has crabs. Hal Herman has the real news.
Come on, Hal. Come on back, Hal.
Sorry. Tomorrow maybe's a better time.
Well, MJ, we know that Hal's biorhythms are very specific. I think he does peak like between 7:30 and 8:30. We see his best
that's
work.
when he's high. He's coming down right now.
He's coming down.
That's when he's most drunk.
Yeah, he's on his downers.
He usually ends with, vomiting or passing out or falling over. So he's long gone.
It's your fault, man. It's your selfish fault.
All right, so we're not doing Hal Herman today?
No, we're not.
Okay. All right, so I guess Hal Herman Headlines
tomorrow
around 8 o'clock on the MJ Morning Show.
Hal Herman is on your side.
I think it's the year anniversary of Hal Herman News as well.
Is it really?
I think so.
Hal Herman? All right, I don't know what to do here. I have a comedian guy that is trying to like inch his way into the show.
Okay, is he funny?
I love that.
I don't know.
He's a comedian. I'm sure he's funny.
He must be.
What's his name?
Do me a favor, Fester. See if this guy's on YouTube. His name is Jeff
Foxworthy.
No.
Hey, you might be a redneck.
If you wear a butt belt.
His name is Jeff Gerbino or Jeff Gerbino. Gerbino. Jeff.
Was you trying to take my seat?
Gerbino, comedian.
You find out my contract's up in 4 months?
Well, no, here he sent me a letter. I guess he emailed me a few times, then finally sent me snail mail. And he's like, hey, I'm a local comedian, or he lives here now. He's not originally from here. And
trying to be?
Well, he said he doesn't want to intrude. He doesn't want to be a regular, but wants to pop on the show every once in a while. Let me read the latest.
Oh, God, I love when comedians come in and do their sets.
All right, so this one I got on April 26th. Dear MJ, I've been trying to connect with you, Facebook, Instagram. I refuse to use Twitter. Also mailed you a letter. I'm a comedian who listens to the show. I know the players. I've worked with many in radio doing morning drive and afternoon drive in a similar size market, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Whoa. KTWB.
As host and guest. What's that guy up there?
Dave Ryan.
Yeah.
Dave Ryan of the morning crew.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Dave Ryan, he's a talented guy. He's got a storied history.
Very, very interesting lesson to be learned from Dave Ryan about telling people what you buy on eBay.
What was that?
Like one time, he bought something on eBay for the show, and he made a big deal about it. He bought it on his eBay account, and then he posted it up on like the still image.
Right.
And then people looked at his eBay buying history, and I think like he bought all these like adult content things.
Really?
So I heard
that's
I heard
great.
That's how we do it at KDWB.
I love that. All right, so this guy says, he's not close to being a civilian. He has radio experience. I think your policy about local comedians, I don't consider myself local. I've been a national headliner for 25 years.
Okay.
Anyway, once in a while, you should make an exception to the rule because we really don't have comedians on the show. That's not my shtick, you know?
So some shows do a good job of long-form comedic interviews.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
talk.
so how about airplanes, huh? You don't lie, man. Who likes airplanes, right? And then they go into their airplane bit.
All right. So he says, I'm not talking about a regular thing, but once in a while as a change of pace. Plus, you could use an outsider funny critique on the show. All the best.
What does he want me or Fester to like sit out and come take a seat?
I said April 27th, I'll be in touch. He said, okay, thanks.
You never got in touch.
Then he sent me a message yesterday. Hey, MJ, gentle reminder, still waiting to hear from you. Jeff Gerbino.
Let's hear some of his stuff.
I found a picture of Jeff Gerbino online with none other than Louis Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
I remember Jeff. He's a really good talent.
I'm looking at a video of Louis Anderson and Bill Bauer. Oh, I think he sounds familiar. And Jeff Gerbino in Minneapolis PBS. All right, so the guy's been around. He's done some.
Jeff's a really great guy.
All right, I'm calling up Jeff. Do me a favor, Fester.
Why are you doing that?
All right, pick up Hot One and see if Jeff picks up. Tell him it's the MJ Morning Show.
I mean, if he's a comedian,
I'm going to tell him to do a set right now.
Jeff.
It's Louie.
I'm waking you up. This morning show certainly is not for you.
What kind
Hey,
of
this is Fester
you're waking him up? What kind of he wants to be on morning radio?
Lighting you up. I'm sorry. Hey, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show. I'm going to put you on hold. Next voice you'll hear will be MJ, okay? I'm going to put you on hold. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Strap in.
This is how the Ric Flair thing started yesterday.
You always have to say next voice you're going to hear is MJ.
I like that. It's a nice little touch right there.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Jeff, is it Gerbino or Gerbino?
It's Gerbino. It's Gerbino.
All right, hard G. All right, so you've been lighting up my email, my social media, and you want to like nudge your way into our morning show.
Well, I'm not, breathing heavy, losing hormones over it, okay? Just try to get a hold of, one human being to another. I know you're big time,
He is pretty big time, Jeff. You're right.
In my own head.
Yes.
All right, so Jeff, tell me what exactly are you pitching me? So you've been a national headliner. Like, what's the biggest? What's the biggest? Not currently, but what's the biggest? What's the highest level of like stand-up comedy around the country that you achieved?
I achieved. Let's see. I headlined most of the major clubs that were going down the Punchline in San Francisco.
Hey, can you pick up the phone? The speakerphone thing's driving me nuts.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, just talking to the regular phone.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're doing your act in a bathroom.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
That's better.
Yeah. No, I worked a lot of rooms with a lot of people. It wasn't just Louis Anderson. Bob Saget, I was supposed to work with him 2 days before he died.
Whoa, hold on a minute. You were supposed to
Oh
work
my
with
gosh.
Saget 2 days before he died in the motel room in Orlando?
He was a great guy, and I really miss him.
Oh, I met him numerous times because I worked for a station in Los Angeles, and when America's Funniest Videos was popular, like 1990, when that was like the heyday, and Saget was the host, he used to come up to pirate radio a couple of times a year, and he was a really nice guy.
Yeah, he was, and he was the kind of guy I worked with him in Dallas. That's back when they were doing 2 weeks at a time. And
All right, so listen, Jeff, let's cut to the chase. So what are you offering? What do you want on the MJ Morning Show?
Well, just once in a while, pop on, plug something I'm doing the way everybody has something to sell. A date here, a date there, something like that. I listen to what's going on. You got a good show.
I thought you were just sleeping. How could you be listening to us?
He said you're lighting me up.
I've been up. I was up at 7. I was the first guy in the car wash this morning.
Yeah.
My days of doing that. I'm an old Florida person. Go to bed at 10:30, wake up at 6.
So
that kind of thing.
Jeff, how old are you?
Tell me, I am 70.
Okay, good.
I'm outside the demographic.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
All right, so Jeff, tell me, do you have another gig booked? When's your next gig?
Let's see. It's down at St. Pete Beach at Coconuts.
Oh yeah, we know.
Reinvented itself once again.
Yeah, we know Coconuts.
And, we'll be down there not this weekend, the following weekend, on Friday and Saturday night.
All right, so Jeff, do me a favor. Hit me up with another email. And listen, let me know. Give me a proposal, like what you want to do on the MJ Morning Show.
Okay.
Hey, and if you don't mind, do you have some material you can work on us right now?
Well, I heard you. By the way, it was a good piece of work yesterday with Ric Flair. That was that's fun to do that kind of stuff.
All right, now listen, kissing my butt's not going to get you on the show.
All right. Well, I'm not kissing your butt. All right, here we go. Just do another bit where you go out and talk to the audience and tell them that you were diving. Where was that? In Pago, and your 38th, 39th dive, because that's so tied in. Anyway, you were talking about the Kardashians.
Yeah.
About how she got booed at the event there. Well, that was the #1 reality show for 10 years. People forget about that, And I always look at that as like, wow, how could that be? Did you guys watch it?
The Brady roast.
Well, not the Brady roast.
Or did you watch the Kardashians, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
I love it.
Yeah. I was a regular watcher. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, it just always amazed me. I said, you do not want to be a black athlete and get into a Kardashian situation. I tell you, they had not gone well. Reggie Bush, remember, married a Kardashian. He took away his Heisman Trophy, right? He took away a lot from the man, And
Right.
Yeah. The Humphrey kid. And then eventually, was it the Lakers power forward that they Lamar Odom, right? Married one. 6 months after he married him, they found him unconscious in a brothel in Reno, Nevada.
They certainly don't have good track records.
No,
So you're saying that all black athletes need to stay away from the Kardashians?
what I'm saying is, no, the Kardashians are the penis fly traps.
The penis
Black athletes.
Of that, man, all right?
right.
And what can you say about a show where the patriarch turns into the matriarch?
Oh, that's true.
Caitlyn Jenner. My God.
Hey, you want to come in tomorrow and sit in for me?
Yeah, Froggy wants a 3-day weekend.
If I can lay out, it's nice that you guys can lay out while you're doing the show.
Yeah.
I was watching you on YouTube too.
All right, listen, Jeff. Listen. Here's the first pass.
Yep.
We're gonna. How about sometime we set up a time to meet, with no hard promises made, and just get to know each other a little better.
Festival will take you to lunch.
Yeah, I'll take it to El Caps.
Yeah, Festival will pick you up in his
Certainly.
2010 Cadillac.
Can I glom a comp meal off you?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds cool.
I'm not above that
I'm
either.
good with that.
Listen,
Yeah.
That was a good audition.
thanks for reaching out, Jeff.
Well, I do. Well, I just want to say thanks. I just walked in the door and turned the radio on. I went, hey, they're lighting me up.
Yeah, we're lighting you up right here. All right, Jeff, Festa will be in touch, okay, buddy?
Appreciate it, my man.
All right,
Thank
Jeff.
You.
You got it, pal.
Bye-bye.
Listen,
he's nice enough guy.
Some funny observations there.
Nice enough guy. Yeah, sure.
All right. All right, 9:44 at the MJ Morning Show. We got to roll. Cash Kitty's on the way in 15 minutes.
Maybe we should have done Hal Herman.
Hal Herman. Hal Herman tomorrow.
Yes.
Hal Herman headlines
Yeah.
at 7:50, 7:45, 8 o'clock, somewhere in that quarter hour tomorrow. Hal Herman headlines on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Rick, can I get the? Can I hear Ric Flair one more? Oh, I can't play two audios at one time with this.
Of course not.
With this,
Froggy, give him
with
a
this,
woo.
with this crap bucket system here. Yeah, I can't. Seriously, I can't play. I can't play two audios at once.
It's all right.
Oh, boy. All right, we got to roll. We'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And do me a favor, folks. Let's be careful out there.